Poster.
Bury your buttering bug.
Hello everyone! Welcome to City Crit. I'm your Dungeon Master Horna, and we are joined by some cold boys and girl. Wow, it's almost like I practiced that. Let's start off with the person who had the least amount of pancakes yesterday, and then we'll work our way up to the most pancake hungry.
We need to guess.
Do you not have Pancake Day? I've been finding out Pancake Day is and isn't in certain countries.
The fuck? I had no idea it was Pancake Day yesterday.
It was Pancake Day yesterday. You missed out, man.
Fuck!
You gotta wait till next year now.
It's also called Shrove Tuesday, but we just use it as a day where we eat lots of pancakes.
It was traditionally because in Lent people gave up.
Yeah.
Tuesday. I'm gonna have like the day eat pancakes after Pancake Day.
So completely defeating the point of Pancake Day to get rid of all the fatty stuff that you're supposed to be going without. No, I like it. Yeah, wonderful.
Well, I guess that was me then. Hi, my name is Will Sword. I play Bahagor, the White Dragonborn, which also happens to be a fighter warlock. And he's a good guy. He doesn't feel cold. Drinks a lot of milk, especially goat's milk.
That's why he's white. Yeah. He's actually a different color Dragonborn, but the milk has just like diluted him over time.
He just likes milk. Milk gets him high for some reason. It makes him fart a lot. Anyway, gotta go to the next pancake least eating person here.
I think that would be me because we don't have any semblance of a pancake day. Hi, I'm Adam. My entirety of the food that I ate yesterday were 2 shots of absinthe and the pipe. And so yeah, I play Scratch, our resident human druid guide being. She's fun. She heals and she can turn into an owl.
I wonder if they have like nutritionalists in the Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, whatever it is now.
That kind of felt like it kind of felt like the French, like a cup of coffee and a cigarette, like 2 shots of absinthe and a pipe.
Yesterday was a very hard day. I spent like 9 hours in homework. So yeah, it was like.
Yes, so naturally you needed all that sustenance for your brain of the 2 things you ate that weren't food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both actively poison, actually.
Yeah. I'll go next. I tapped out halfway through my pancake eating thing because my gut's not friendly. Had some nice toppings though. So yeah, I'm Rob. I play Bodger, the halfling monk, and if I remember correctly, the person who basically saved everybody's life last session. I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
one punch.
One punch after a missed
bonus action punch.
With a spear, a one punch man. It's the last punch that does it. But yeah, you know, he's not going to
I feel like that wasn't one punch man. I feel like that was many punch man before, and then one punch right at the end there.
Yeah, it's you know, death by 1,000 cuts, but thankfully not actually 1,000 because that would have taken weeks.
And been a very boring session.
Yeah, I roll to punch. Hit. Anyway, George, you're up.
Hi, I'm George. I play Malice Zavir, the Drow Cleric. I ate pancakes yesterday for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and then breakfast today. And my stomach is not feeling super great for it.
Do you at least have like salty pancakes, like to break things up, like with spinach and cheese?
I had American pancakes, galette with cheese and ham and spinach and all that shit, and an egg, and then strawberries and dark chocolate, and then the leftover blueberry pancakes.
Okay,
for today.
Some variety.
So I got my fruit in. I just also ate a lot of butter and cheese with it.
Hell.
Also, I was like, my tummy's not feeling great after eating so many pancakes. You know what will remedy this? A giant fucking greasy Chinese, which is what I just ate, so... I'm gonna be feeling even better tomorrow.
I wonder if they have nutritionists in the land of Ireland.
Nah, they don't.
They do, but when you go to see them, all they say is, have you tried eating more butter and potatoes?
Yeah, that's what they advise. They're like, it's got us this far.
Nutritional benefits of Guinness, like they're being paid off.
Yeah.
An Irish person did once tell me all you need to live, like, nutritionally sound is butter and potatoes. Which I don't think is true, but I would like it to be.
It's true. Potatoes have loads of good shit in them.
Oh, he's Googling
They
it.
have all of your essentially amino acids.
I
so
don't
I'd be
think
very
they
surprised.
do.
It should be like an experiment, just for a whole week, just eat potatoes and butter, and that's it. See what happens.
I bet people love these D&D streams.
When I
I'd say
was
so.
when
That's
I
why we're
was
so
a-
popular.
When I was a teenager, I got put on something called the white diet, and the only things you're allowed to eat is boiled potatoes, white rice, white bread, and a fourth thing I can never remember, which I assume I didn't like, so didn't
Very
eat.
boring.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was. And then they slowly reintroduce foods back into your diet, and the first thing you're allowed is salt and pepper. And let me tell you, eating potatoes with salt and pepper after like 2 weeks of eating them with nothing on, so exciting. Like that is how the peasants lived.
So here you go. So from the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center,
I already don't trust it.
senior
It's a Ronald
dietitian
Reagan.
Dana Huns says that you can survive healthily, and it has been done. So it's possible. She does go on to say that she would not recommend it, though. She's like, you can survive healthily, but don't.
But don't
She's like,
do that.
just have variety in your food, and it'll be
I
better
feel
for
like you would get scurvy. How much vitamin C is in a potato?
A potato-only diet lacks vitamins A, E, and K, as well as calcium and selenium.
But that'll come for the butter, then, huh?
And potatoes have vitamin C.
Did you know you're only
27
meant
milligrams.
to eat like 5 Brazil nuts at a time because they have so much selenium in that you'll give yourself selenium poisonings if you eat more?
Yeah, but selenium's good for other stuff, so it might be worth the risk.
The more you
But
know.
that's-
It's not. Trust someone who accidentally gave themselves selenium poisoning for like 2 weeks.
One potato contains half as much vitamin C as an orange,
Huh, there you go.
so you would not get scurvy.
Okay.
Wait,
I actually know a person who had scurvy. It was pretty funny.
there's like a thing in America where whenever like kids go to college, like normally at least one of them will get scurvy because they're just like eating pure shit.
Yeah, like
It's really hard to get. The amount of vitamin C you have to like get scurvy is like none. Like none.
Yeah, literally.
I know a-
Like if someone puts a slice of lemon in your water, you won't get scurvy.
But I know a person who, after leaving for college, ate only pasta and ketchup for the preceding year.
You'd think the ketchup would have done it. Tomatoes have
No.
vitamin C in.
Anyway, who wants to
think
remind us what happened last
scurvy-
time from the fact that Bodger killed little people and saved everyone's lives?
Last session, Audrey killed a load of people and saved our lives.
We went into the was it the care?
Care de Naval, yeah?
And we infiltrated perfectly. Apart
Oh yeah,
from
nobody noticed
slightly too-
except everybody.
apart from shouting a bit too loudly about somebody that we bopped over the head.
I know what
And
that was.
we almost passed myself off as a cult leader, cult member.
Not a cult leader. You're not that good.
If not for the
shouting
aforementioned
earlier.
shouting of the plan. But yeah, and then when we got fighting, things went very sideways, and we got penned in, and yeah, fighting in a phone booth style. But we managed to just survive.
We were doing alright until he started summoning all his little guys.
Yeah, that's a bit
That
annoying.
was kind of fucked.
I rolled a nat 20 on my death save and got to come back with enough time to save the Dragonborn,
Yep.
who had just rolled
I did.
a fucking
Oh,
crit,
yeah.
a fucking crit fail on his death saves.
I would have died.
Yeah.
If you didn't get that last 20, he would have died. So,
Ah,
magical.
if only.
Magical moment.
If only.
Now you gotta keep listening to him demanding milk every fucking time you enter a tavern.
Give some milk.
I can't wait for our next real life meetup whenever we make him actually go up to the bar and just order a glass of milk.
I've said I want. He's never had goat milk before, so now I want him to drink a pint of it live on stream.
I don't want to watch Phil throw up.
It's like very, very strong. Like it's like meant to be quite strong, isn't it?
It tastes
no,
like
it's
how
fine, it's
goats smell. You ever smelt a goat?
No.
Well, the good news is, once you taste goat milk, you'll know exactly how they smell.
Also, I'm not like some weirdo who's just going around sniffing animals. Like, goats smell from like a distance.
He does sniff goats on the weekend, though.
I do sniff goats
He's
on the
banned from all the local farms.
I do not sniff goats, but during kitten season in volunteering, I do huff kittens.
That is weird. Okay.
So small, so fluffy.
I believe
we had a little nappy nap because we were all real fucked
it's
up.
1 p.m. right now, according to my weather clock. And it is a bit of a hailstorm.
I have to go to bed, yeah.
But you have a you know, if you would like to stay to care and rest up, you know, indefinitely, you know, you're more welcome for helping save the speaker of Kerdenval. So you have no rush or no need, is safe here. So I believe you have you actually long rested already?
Not yet, but right.
So if you'd like to just mooch about the day, you can until you get tired and then have a long rest. You could head out to the you know, the very boring tavern where not much is going on, or, you know, you could just mingle around here in the actual care. It's really up to yourselves.
I think we did long rest.
Yeah, I have spells.
If you have a long rested, then you must have long rested, and then you must have been like, I will, for brevity's sake.
Okay, so long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gosh. So question: where is that thing about the honey that was stolen? Where is that sent again? Where was
they
that? They
are in the
good mead. Is it good mead?
Good mead is the weird giants. Good mead is also where a lot of the alcohol normally comes as well.
Good mead.
Also,
Is it a good mead? They had a I think it's not going somewhere. They had a quest about someone stole the honey or something.
Yeah.
We were told that Icewind Dale is about to be destroyed by Duergar. We're working for Asmodeus.
Oh yeah, they were like, follow that whisper in your friend's head, and we were like, that's threatening.
And also we have the dwarf, the shipment as well, didn't we?
The shipment is up in like there.
Center there, yeah.
And then the good mead has there's something going on in good mead. I will also say, for brevity's sake, you guys have reached a point now where you are, you know, basing your actions in Caerconig and Caer Dineval, Lonelywood, and Tourmaline. You have built up enough reputation that, like, this group of adventurers, like news travels, it's only a small area. News travel as, you know, people move town to town and things like that. So you are now able to pick up more rumors about things slightly further afield than just, you know, in and around 10 towns itself, which is why this map is so fucking big. So if you would like to, maybe before you leave Caer Dineval, if you want to do see if you can get any information gathering, you certainly can. Or you can just keep on the track and see what comes up.
Oh, if we're just hanging out at the cairn until, you know, we can rest, or while everyone else is resting, because Malice only does, you know, half of that.
Did you wait until nighttime and then attack?
We snuck in under the cover.
Yeah,
No,
so
didn't
I
we?
think you've just woken up. It's 1 p.m. Like, because I think you went to bed late because of all the fucking sneaking around, staying up late. So I think you've just woken, more or less, just woken up, probably just got food. It's around, so 1 p.m. or so. You've just eaten, like, a brunch of knucklehead trout prepared 50 different ways.
All 50, or just like a couple ways? I thought we worked out we had to stay here for like 2 weeks to get it all of the ways.
Yeah, he probably went in all 50 ways, but he would let you pick. There's plenty of ways. But yeah, so you have that. If you want to try to pick up any...
We dare ask if there's anything that isn't knucklehead trout, and we're forced to stand out on the snow for like 10 minutes as punishment.
Yep.
Scratch would probably be sleeping on the floor, despite the fact that there are perfectly good beds. She's just like set up her mat as like.
Yeah, if I only have to rest for half the time that these guys are resting, could I go visit that basement wizard? I don't think they are a wizard, but I'm assuming they're a wizard.
Yeah, if you want.
I want to ask if they can identify my dog figurine, if that's a spell they have access to or not.
Sure,
I can't identify it. that person seems magically inclined. I'm going to ask them about this dog.
You head back to the northwestern watchtower, back into the cistern underneath the actual care itself.
Remember, I have to row.
Get the boat.
Sad about that.
Row the boat. Get to the area which is horribly overgrown with this brown mold.
Oh yeah, the mold. That exploded before, didn't it?
Yes, there was a fire and it grew very rapidly towards it.
Okay, I won't set fire to anything. This is where I just die down here to mold.
So you're gonna just... You'll have to go through the mold to get to where she was.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, as soon as you get within 5 foot, I need a Constitution saving throw.
16.
That is a success. You take half damage. See, what's stupid is, in the new Dungeon Master's Guide, they didn't put brown mold back in it. So it doesn't exist anymore. So now I've got to go find the
So it
old...
cannot hurt me.
No. I now have to go find the Legacy Dungeon Master's Guide. Go through that. But because you can no longer search the Legacy items, D&D Beyond is much less useful. Dungeon dangers. Dungeons, traps, unusual environments, something like that. Okay, you take half of this. 11 cool damage, so halved again to 5. As it tries to suck the warmth out of you.
Yeah.
You
Does it affect that she has resistance to cold?
Yep.
It doesn't.
I wonder
When a
we'll
creature
find
moves
out
within
why
5 foot of the mold for the
cold.
first time or starts its turn there, it must make a con saving throw, taking 40-10 cold damage on the field or half as much on a successful one. Doesn't say shit about being resistant to cold. It is attracted to the body heat.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and haul ass through there.
Yeah, you can get through pretty quickly. You get through and you find that Avarice, this albino tiefling, and her raven Skelm are both gone.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta go through the fucking mushrooms. I'm gonna search this room at least. I got here.
Okay.
See if they didn't pack up all their shit.
Does look like it's kind of been packed up.
They might have missed something. I got through some shrooms to get here.
Sure, make an investigation check. While I find the page.
17.
17, eh? Apart from the narrow bed, freestanding mirror, writing desk, and chair, there is nothing of interest in the room.
Okay. Then I will haul ass back out of there.
Another con save, please.
13.
13 is still a success. It's not a crazy high DC. But let's see how much damage you take. Oh, 5 more cold damage. You go regroup with your friends.
Yes. And I will take a short rest while they're taking their long rest to get some hit points back.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can trance and be very, very up a lot earlier than they can. Sure. The rest of you will have a bit of wake up, have a bit of food. As you're kind of like dining, the speaker who you helped rescued, Kranik, will tell you. You know, we don't really see Goliaths much here, but there are 2 feuding clans up in the spine of the world. I bet if someone from 10 towns would help them put aside the differences, all the Goliaths would benefit. I would sure like to meet one someday. They look strong.
Do you know why they are feuding?
Nope.
Or is
Never
that
met
what
them.
it is?
Just heard rumors.
Well,
I do know that they have they're far to the east. They have there's at least 2 clans out there. One is on Worm Doom Crag, and the other is on Sky Tower.
Could Scratch do a history check to see if she knows anything about those places?
Sure.
She'll use guidance because she can. Damn. Sucks.
Maybe a bit too far afield for you.
7.
Bit too far afield from you, Scratch, but I have marked them on your map.
Thank you.
But, anyway, thanks for all the help again. Anytime you're get involved, just simply pop by. Happy to put you up.
Thank you.
All the staff as well are very
so-
appreciative of saving them.
So, where do we go to now? I think we should accompany our friend back home, seeing as we are still using his dogs. But then what?
Why don't we go and check this the missing shipment? We said we're gonna look.
Oh yeah,
look
that's
into
true.
it.
We should do that. Yeah.
There's also something
like-
happening a little bit further south in a good meat place where they do all the ales and stuff.
Oh yeah, wasn't there some giant?
Yeah, something about giant that stole some honey or something. I don't know. Maybe I think we're closer to the lost shipment though. Maybe you should check the one first.
Good meat is a good
Yeah,
8
we
hours on the road.
We should do that.
And the shipment
Shipment is
a little bit closer now. It looks like.
3.5 and then 4. It's about the same, honestly, because you got to go off road as well.
And where are we trying to take that guy back to again?
Tower bus.
Regardless.
Traveling off road because your sled isn't big enough for all of you to just fit on, and you do move a little
how-
bit slowly.
How far would be from good meat to the shipment? Maybe you could go south, go to good meat, see what's going on there.
I think it would be easier if we go for the shipment through Targos and loop back down to Goodmead.
Yeah, good. Yep, sounds easy. Sounds good. Is there anything in East Haven?
You also know that Bryn Shander is where the shipment needs to get, news back to, potentially.
Yeah. I think the murderers are in East Haven, aren't there?
You don't know?
Oh, I forgot there were murderers.
That's the whole point. You're looking for that train camp, but they're moving around as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, like,
You just haven't bumped
we
into
need to
them.
find Sefri Caltrum. Is there
Sefri
something?
Caltrum,
Get
yeah.
some information about- Yeah, let's get some. Okay, yeah, let's just start making a move and let's go to this shipment.
Out of curiosity, how long are you planning to stay in Icewind Dale? Because I'm local, I'll be staying here for a good time. Same for Bahagor, I presume. But how about you two? Because you're good companions and I enjoy traveling. I just like if you want us to get you somewhere, so let us know. At the point when you think you've had enough of this ice.
Alright, my slight issue is that most of my professional companions might be a little bit too cold by now. I may have run out of people I work with. So I'm alright for now. I figure I'll let dust settle on that for a bit. Keep my profile low. It's a short joke for you. And maybe never ever go back home.
Oh, good.
Not really, but it's alright.
Well, good as in like you're a good company and good to have at one side in a battle. So I can't complain.
Is that because
How
I
about
saved
you,
your
Mike?
life? Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
You'll never forget this.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so if you guys wanted to head via the shipment, you could travel by the road, 3.5 miles, which I believe allows you to travel fairly swiftly. So I'll say, for brevity's sake, it takes you about 2 hours to get to this point, and then it'll be another, because it's 4 miles of off-roading, it's a bit of a longer trek. If you can convince Garrett to come with you, and he, doesn't take the safe route home of the east way, and he comes with you, you can use his sleds and benefit, which means it will take you 6 hours to get there. Otherwise, it could take you potentially 8 hours just to get from the road to this point. So 6 hours in total with Gareth, or it could be 10 hours if you went without him and sent him home safely. However, that would, obviously, taking him with you could put him in danger if there was any.
I'll go first. We'll do that and suggest to the group. I mean, this fella Gareth, he seems pretty knowledgeable about the area. I mean, more than us at least. Maybe I could speak to him and try to convince him to come with us.
I think he's survived worse with us. What's more, a few hours of a journey. Well, if he'd be willing to go, of course. I'm sure that I can navigate decently enough around here, if need be.
Okay. Maybe having 2 guys, I think, would be even better. Okay. Gareth, would you like to accompany us to this little side mission you're going to?
You head back to the uphill climb where you left him, unless you went and got him last night, because he was staying in the tavern. Because you guys went off to do that crazy shit.
Yeah.
We would go to Tremelin, and basically from Caradenval to Tremelin through the pass, and then head south towards Targos, and we drop you off. Would that be good for you?
Oh, you mean passing by the Dwarven Valley? I mean, maybe. Well, what is it you're looking to do exactly?
There's a Dwarven shipment of iron that we are supposed to pick up and deliver to Bryn Shander.
Because you kind of initiated, Bahagor, if you want to do a persuasion check, I'll give you advantage because you have helped Garrett. He does see you guys kind of favorably.
Okay.
Because we saved his life.
Thank you. And persuasion. Shift. Go. 14.
Yeah, I'll come with. I can't say I'll be super helpful, but I'll see what I can do. At least can get you there.
Knowledge you'll be able to guess a little bit quicker. Save us a lot of time.
All right.
Thank you, Gareth. Much appreciated.
Well, he looks out the window. That blizzard's still, that hailstorm's still falling pretty heavy out there. Are we gonna wait this out and then head off, or are we gonna tackle it now?
Maybe you should, weatherman.
Everybody's favourite bit.
Yeah, Scratch will cast the Druidcraft.
We've got a big cold front coming down from the north.
And also the west.
And also the west, south and east. Yeah, okay, fuck you, somewhat joke. Scratch.
Predictable.
For the next 24 hours, right now it's 1 PM, there is a hailstorm that will persist for another hour, ending around about 3 o'clock, so 2 hours in total. At 3 o'clock, there'll be heavy snowfall for 1 hour before turning overcast for 2, before turning to light cloud for 2, before clear skies for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, light cloud for 4 hours, overcast for 2 hours, light cloud for 3 hours, and then clear skies all the way up to the 24-hour mark. So basically, once this hailstorm dies down, it's a good day and night for long travel. It is still dark outside at the minute because of the hailstorm, but yeah, if you guys spend, a little bit longer here just mooching around and aim to set off around about the 3 o'clock mark, then you shouldn't encounter too much difficulty beyond just the heavy snowfall.
Well, if we set out at like 3 o'clock, we should be good. Yeah, the snow should stop. Oh no, the hail, the cropy should stop, and then we'll be good. So yeah, I suggest you grab a drink or some chowder, and we sit it out for a bit more.
That's good to me. Garrett will get some lunch, and then after about 2 hours pass, unless there's anything you would like to do in particular, you'll be ready to go.
Indeed.
Cool. The journey on the road is fairly uneventful, and by about 5 p.m., you reach the point where you'll have to start going off the main track. Alright, just this way then.
Alright, let's see. Hopefully the sled will take it.
Yeah, you will get aboard the sled and you set off. I would like someone to roll me a d20, please.
I'll do it.
And also someone roll me a d8.
4.
I roll a
That's
D8.
good, right?
You'll be fine.
D8. Boom. A 7. Yay!
Nice. Okay,
My
cool.
favorite thing when you're asked to roll a random d20 is when you roll a 20 or a 1, and it's like, that's either really good or really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because you rolled a 7, there is no random encounter. You head off the track and over 4 hours on the sled, and round about 9 p.m., the skies begin to clear up. The moon is just beginning to start rising from the just over the. You can see it hanging in the sky now. It is like this waxing gibbous moon, so nearly full. It's only probably just turned like that waxing gibbous, so it'll probably be turning. It should be a full moon by after the following day or so. It's like only a couple of days off a full moon, you think. And yeah, you see as you kind of follow the directions given to you by the dwarves. Eventually, as you kind of get closer and closer here, there is this big snow-covered ridge, which you kind of come up across with the sled of Gareth. And you see there's a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully down in front of you. Snow covers most of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. There are tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that likely has been hauled away.
Could Scratch hop off the sled and go examine the tracks?
Yeah, you can make a survival check.
To see what kind of creature
Can I
this could
examine
be.
the corpse and try to work out what species they were and what did
Yeah,
this?
make a little medicine check for that.
With guidance, that will be 25.
Sure. Scratch the around the snow-covered body. There are old Yeti tracks. So that is easy to summarize. However, the tracks all around the corpse and around the sled tracks, they're a lot smaller. They are made by, you would say, half a dozen small humanoid creatures. They were all wearing snowshoes. Malice of 14, the body in the snow is a dwarf. He's about middle age, no identifying marks or features that are super obvious anymore, unfortunately. Looks like he was killed by blood loss. You would suggest probably because he had both of his arms ripped off while he was still alive, by the looks of it.
That'll do it.
Before eventually having his head severed, and you don't see where that severed head has gone, so whatever did it might have taken it as a trophy. Or eaten it.
Tasty.
Yeah, this looks like a Yeti attack, or at least I see old Yeti tracks. And the rest of the tracks are small humanoids, so
With a 25 Scratch, I'll say right now, those small tracks you think are probably they're fresh. Maybe the last are. The Yeti tracks are definitely from before that hailstorm, that was this more earlier today.
Yeah, or these, or maybe these, the Yeti tracks are old, from before the hailstorm, but these tracks are brand new. So I suggest you follow them quickly.
Do Yetis take
said Yeti.
trophies?
That's a question. Would Yetis take trophies?
I think this could be.
Tell you right now, you're never going to go back there. If you actually fully explored that Yeti cave, you would have found this guy's head.
Now, my question would be, Scratch, do you think this could be, some of your cousins up north
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, you can see Kelvin's carriage from here. It's only, a couple of miles away, just up that valley.
Now that I think of it, I don't know. My father used to collect trophies like heads, so probably could be him even.
It's frozen pretty solid, but do we need any more meat?
Not really into dwarvish meat.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. Maybe the dogs will eat them.
I think I'm not sure. I think we have enough food for the dogs.
I'm just kidding. Come on now. We're not gonna go around eating dwarves. Come on.
It's not like it's a bad idea, but we'd have to, it would be very hard to chop apart.
I'd rather not eat.
Also, if I'm eating meat, I prefer to have seen the thing alive, so I know it wasn't, definitely sick or something.
Yeah, probably.
True.
So yeah, let's follow these tracks. These are fresh, and it seems that they took away something from here. The sled, probably.
Is anything left on the in there?
His head isn't even left.
Nothing. Anything that would be useful looks like it's been picked clean by whoever happened across this sled and taken it.
Okay. All right. Maybe if you say these tracks are fresh, then let's go and follow them. Maybe we can still track them.
Sure.
Can still reach them.
All right, let's get back on the sleds and go then. Garrett ease up. As you travel for the next little bit, the moon is still out, and you see, kind of looking up to the sky, there is a you've traveled at night before once or twice, but never on such a clear night. The skies are so clear, and you look up, and as you do so, you actually see the aurora beginning to shimmer and come into fruition. As you actually see it forming, I would like everyone to be a D4.
Oh no.
You take 1d for psychic damage.
2.
1.
Oh no! You want 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fucking
So
hell.
whatever's
Wow.
gonna happen, it's gonna happen to someone.
Check
So no, we've got
something
1,
here.
2, 2, and 3. We've not got anybody with a 4.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. My bad. Because of the D4 there, I thought confused. But anyway.
Yes. So you all gain temporary hit points equal to the dice roll you just did. And if any of you are suffering from exhaustion, you would all lose 1 level.
Nice.
It's nice. Something nice. Okay.
This is too nice. This has got to be in the book. This can't be a Hana.
So it's temporary hit points, not extra hit points, right? Just temporary.
This is temporary hit points you gain.
Okay.
Unless you were already injured, in which case it would heal you, and if it doesn't, if you're already max hit points, you just gain them as temporary hit points instead.
Okay. Obviously, if my temporary hit points is higher, I can keep my higher value, right? Because I've got.
Yes, you don't have to take them. Yeah.
Two. Kill.
Alrighty. And again, after about half an hour from when you left that frozen dwarven body behind, you finally see, as you kind of come over a snowbank, the people you've been following. Based on the stature, they are, you see 6 short individuals. They're all bundled up in hooded, like robes and things like that. One of them has a big backpack on. They are dragging what appears to be the bulky sled that they have, and they're cursing loudly, groaning and grunting. And maybe about less than 120 foot from them, there's this big wagon, 20 foot tall, parked in the snow, and you see that there are 2 polar bears attached to that wagon that are roaring every now and again, kind of back and forth with each other.
You said sled bears weren't a thing.
Well,
You're
there's
about
two of them
120
right
feet
there.
from the sled, and then the wagon is a further 120 foot as well.
Well, it seems that somebody came to pick it up or found it and is taking it away.
By the way, we're gonna go and stop them now.
Yes, let's try and explain to them that, we are picking it up for the rightful owners.
Okay. You've because you're quite far back and these guys are so preoccupied, they don't seem to notice you yet. Do you want to try to maintain that stealth, or do you want to just maybe take the sleds and rush towards these guys at speed and try to catch them off guard? What's the plan?
Well, Scratch would be just for walking up because it's probable that they just found it and are taking it, scavenging it.
They're probably gonna run away if they see us coming. Sledge race, yes! Let's sledge race.
There's no reason for them to run.
I mean, if they think we're gonna go and grab the, whatever they've taken, they're probably gonna try to run away.
But they don't know that only after we tell them that they were to pick it up. We are just travelers, for all they know.
Okay.
Right. Also, we're probably not the only ones that they've asked to pick this up. So
Yeah, so we can just
it's
ask.
fine.
They are also taking this. Tell you exactly what direction they're taking it. The tracks are leading south, so that is kind of with the map, somewhat in the direction of Bryn Shander.
Yeah, let's just ride up and ask them where they're taking it.
Okay, cool. Just so that I am fully prepared for any eventualities, let's take a little break here just so I can get some ducks in a row. Let's
Oh
be right back.
boy.
Oh no.
Stop.
let's hop back in.
Oh look,
Go
the
live.
handgun ban never applied to Northern Ireland.
Probably not.
You're just still allowed guns here.
Correct.
But there haven't been any school shootings, so good job, Northern Ireland.
We can be trusted, he said about the country that had a civil war in the last 50 years.
You can be trusted. The scary thing is you can be trusted with handguns, but you're not allowed fireworks.
Fireworks scary.
They're like, look, you can have a gun, but you're not allowed anything explosive, and you know why.
Right, so I've given you guys a little bit of a visual representation, so you can also kind of see what you're looking at.
I believe this is a battle map. A map where we will
Called a
battle?
visual representation.
Okay.
Visual representation.
Goblins!
A visual representation right up until we start the battle, in which case it becomes a battle map.
Right now, it's just a map. There has to be a battle for it to be a battle map. But yes, the creatures you're following do appear to be slightly goblinoid.
Nobody kill those polar bears, though, because that's going to be sick as hell to travel back with.
It is dimly lit because of the aurora, so you can see pretty clearly because of the clear night. So this is kind of how everything kind of kicks up. You've got Scar's kind of spread his sled dogs out across the two sleds, kind of give you guys the most effective stat chance, in a sense. So this is kind of what you're working with.
Can
For
we tell
brevity's
they're
sake,
goblinoid?
Hmm?
Can we tell they're goblinoid from this distance?
yes, I'll say the book says the creatures you've been following appear to be goblins based on their stature, but that doesn't make any sense because it goes on to describe how they're all like bundled up in hoods,
So
and you're
they're-
following them from behind.
They're goblins or halflings or gnomes.
That's why I said small humanoids. Yes, they spoiler goblin. But yeah, your plan was to
Maybe
rush
they're, like,
up
big
and
ears sticking out.
try to strike up a conversation. Is that correct?
The second Malice clicks that they're goblins, she is immediately not on board with striking a conversation. She's like, we should just kill them.
You don't know they're goblins.
Okay.
The goblins are just the tokens on the map. I shouldn't have shown you the map so early for when you were going to make such rash decisions.
I'm a racist. I
I
can't.
waited for the decision, which was we're going to get closer and we're going to try to explain to them that that's not theirs.
Then I guess we're doing that.
Okay, I now need to work out how fast the sled dogs can pull you guys. I think...
Sled chase, yay!
Sled dog, speed of 40 foot. Strength of 12. There's 4 on each sled pulling it, which is 12 by... I think they can push and pull up to 30 foot. Is it 30 times or 15 times for push pull? I think it's 30. Double check here. This book has so much bullshit rules just exclusive to this book that I feel like it needed a little very easy to follow reference guide. Where the fuck are sled dogs? Here somewhere. Dog sleds. So the dog sleds are... Yes, so they can pull that. So each sled right now is 300 pounds. And let me 300 pound sleds. The dogs can pull collectively 1440 pounds. Be a terrible teacher. So what are your weights looking like?
Does that include our own weight as well?
Yep, all of your gear, all of your...
So I'm currently carrying 186.5 pounds. And I weigh well, I weigh 360 pounds.
You're one whole dog.
A whole dog to himself. I didn't put in a height. Let me do some googling real quick. I didn't put in a weight. Let me do some googling for my height build now.
Like I said, Garrett's probably about 170 pounds.
Scratch is. I don't fucking.
Hey, Bagor is 7 foot tall.
If his gear would be
I'm-
200 flat.
I'm 130 pounds wet through, so that's me plus equipment.
130.
Yeah, halfling monks. Fuck yeah.
Where do I find my base weight without equipment?
I'm
Be in
just
your description.
I'm just googling the average weight of someone my height, to be honest.
What race is Scratch? Human.
Human, yeah.
He has had a
Household?
Yeti diet though.
Or like 5'5".
Oh yeah, but you're hench as hell.
Sorry,
Sure
I got
as
the maths
hell.
wrong. It's not because I was meant to be 120 kilos, so I'm 264 pounds.
So that's 100 pounds less.
Yeah, 100 pounds less. That's 460.
You're 450 with gear then.
I work out to like 230-ish with gear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say something like 210 with gear because she's small.
Alice is tall.
Or like
Tall as the
how much
Dragonborn.
How much does your gear weigh, George?
265.
My gear is
Yeah,
83 pounds.
Yeah, then I'll go with like 210.
So are we happy to put Scratch and Bahagor together? That is 660 pounds. Plus 900 pounds for the, or plus 200 pounds for the sled. So it's 960 for there. So there's actually still a little bit of room left over. So you may use that to maybe carry some stuff over as well. Because you have stuff on your sled, don't you? You have like firewood and meat and all this crap that you're probably not counting here. Okay, so that's one sled down, and then the other sled is the other guys. So that's going to be probably honestly much for muchness. It's going to be 430, 560 plus 300, 860. So yeah, you're pretty close. So you're nowhere near over capacity. So with that, your dog sleds can dash. They will start getting exhausted, so you keep dashing them. But it's standard they can move 40 foot around. That means that you could get to these goblins theoretically in if they don't move, 3 turns. If you dash, you can get there in a turn and a half. But that is up to you guys. Are you dashing up?
Are we dashing up? I think we said we weren't, but
I believe
Well,
you
we
said
need
that
to
you were going to
catch
get
up to
you were going to
them.
catch up to them and explain to them that they.
If we don't catch up to them, we can't talk to them.
sure, we can
Yeah.
dash. I don't know.
I mean, you could just yell at them if you want. You can just yell at them from all the way back here. Completely up to you guys. You're not in combat yet, so if you want to just dash up, you can.
I mean,
Let me know.
if we dash, we're gonna scare them. They're gonna start running. That's what things gonna happen.
No, we can. Oh yeah.
Is there any way we can go around them slightly faster? We can go around them
Maybe.
and we try to intercept them at some point.
Yeah, maybe flank them.
Yeah, they're roughly in the middle. I can move them more central if that would make it easier for you.
I'll go to Gareth as like, Gareth, you know this area pretty well. Do you know if there's a way maybe we can go around them and flank them from the front, or try to get a little bit closer without being noticed?
He like looks at the terrain. There's like, valleys and stuff like that around. He's like, we could try going around, but it depends how fast they're moving that thing. If we're too slow, then they might be able to get to that other big wagon behind, and whatever else is there. Those polar bears don't look too happy.
What do you all think?
Let's just walk up to them. Look, there's they're like probably dwarves, you know.
I mean, we could just say, "Hey, you! Can we talk to you?"
Yeah, sure. Call out. They'll hear you.
Okay, you yell out.
Okay, I'll say, just let's try to get a little bit closer to them, and then maybe like a turn, get a little bit closer, and then
Sure. Do you want to do that closer, or do you want to dash and get closer again?
yeah, that close would be fine.
That's still 80 foot
And
behind.
it's
It's a still
excuse me.
calm. It's not like, there's no big wind or that. Like your voice will probably carry across the 80 feet, no problem, if you wanted. Maybe even all the way to the far wagon, to be honest.
Okay. Bahagor is gonna go and say, "Hello there, friends. Would like to speak to you for a moment. In regards to the shipment you carry over there. Mean you no harm.
Okay.
Just want to talk."
Make me a persuasion check, Bahagor. See if you can entice any of them to listen.
Guidance. Guidance. Guess not.
Yeah, good guidance.
Jury that never gives guidance to anyone but himself.
I give guidance to others.
You also have a cleric who has guidance.
Oh yeah, okay, that guidance for
Is that +4 the same as your persuasion +4? Because you did a performance there.
oh fuck, is that +2 there? It would be a +2 then. So it would be so what was that? So it'd be 14.
10? Oh, that's so +2 on top of that, sorry. So it's +6 your persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion +6,
14.
sorry.
Yep,
Persuasion
and then
+6,
you add guidance?
And then the 4, yeah. That's 16.
Okay. You see the two rearmost goblins kind of let go of the ropes they've tied to it, and they kind of look back at you because you've had an opportunity to move. The goblins are also going to have an opportunity to move, so they're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Two of them stay behind, and they kind of hold up hands, and they're squinting, because they can't really see you because their dark vision. They can probably just make you out with the dim light and their dark vision as well. And they're like, "What? Hello? Yes,
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Hello there, friend. We just want to talk to you about that shipment you carry there.
Yes, you can if you want. We found it. It's ours. It's just abandoned out here. The owner was long dead. We didn't do it.
That's the problem. I'm not saying you did it, but that's the problem. We came to collect that shipment there. We just want to talk to you, my friend. Maybe we can help each other out.
Maybe you'd be better talking to Isabai. She's at the wagon.
Isabai?
Isabai's our boss.
Oh, okay. Can we talk to her, please?
Can I look at you all?
Would love to talk to her.
Fine. But just know that we have outnumbered you, so if you try anything funny, we are prepared to defend ourselves.
We don't want to try any violence. We're just here to talk. And I sort out the thing about that shipment, because do need to take that back to the rightful owner, but maybe we can work something out without any violence.
Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. Ears! Blow the horn! Wake her up! This horn-like squeaks out, and pretty promptly you see climbing on top of the wagon a torch held up in the air, above themselves, burning. This individual standing, another goblin. She's got these big facial piercings, you can you get a bit closer as well. Big mohawk as well. But yeah, if you guys are gonna continue moving up.
Yep. Let's get up there.
We're gonna move. I'm gonna say we're moving closer to you. Don't burn.
That's fine.
No harm again.
All right.
So we'll speak to you later.
As we approach, could Scratch do a check to see if the bears that are pulling the sled are they well fed? Do they look content?
Are these happy bears?
They don't look happy. That's
unhappy.
That's how they're described. The two harnessed to this conveyance are two roaring polar bears that don't look happy.
Well.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So at this moment, obviously, I spoke to them. I can probably see the faces. So now, can we tell for sure these guys are goblins? Or
yeah, they're definitely goblins. When they spoke, things like that, they're clearly goblins.
They're goblins.
So I'll turn to the party. I was like, okay. I mean, these fellows over there, they're clearly goblins.
So
do you think you can trust them?
Atlas is already reaching for her weapon.
Malice, I told them no violence. For now.
They're goblins. They're gonna do violence.
We're still reason with them.
They're goblins. They're not real people. They're only good for slaves and occasional meat.
Hey, whoa. No.
Let's see what they have to say.
I just hope.
Also,
I hope the lead is not a woman.
as as the party approaches, could Scratch cast Speak with Animals on herself?
Sure.
For no particular reason.
Yeah, are you guys just going to kind of follow at the same distance? You're not going to try to dash and gain on them?
Bodger's going to need to get Malice's group from the underdogs racism spray bottle out. Stop!
I'll kind of come off the sledge for the moment. And I mean, is the sledge like the same speed as I was walking?
The sled's a bit quicker because you can just skim over the snow.
But there's no point talking to them anyway. Bahagor's just going to call their leader a man and then they'll attack us anyway.
What do you mean? I never even seen the leader. How dare you suggest insinuating something like this? What's wrong with you? I can clearly tell the difference between a man and a woman. Sorry,
what is Scratch?
And a male.
That's a very good question.
It's a humanoid. Yes, a very strong one.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I mean,
Also,
Scratch says she's a woman, but looks like a man sometimes. I mean, she surely has the strength of a man.
You and me both, Scratch. You and me both.
I know I wear like a lot of photos and things, but I can shoot anyway. Also, as the party approaches, Scratch would telepathically tell each party members like something like this says like, those bears look malnourished, so I'll try to have a bit of a chat with them if they would be willing to maybe, work for us. If we
maybe just bring some food if you just.
Maybe you can like telepathically just like, hey bears, all the goblins.
I think
again, said no violence yet. Let's see what the leader has to say.
All right. I'm just going to be holding this. And she like lifts up the mace.
Just hold that. Listen, if there's no reason with them, then we're just gonna kill them all. But they don't have to know that.
That's probably close enough there. You don't want to piss the bears off too much. And you see this goblin, kind of like with the torch. She has like perched on her shoulder this hawk. And she shoves her shoulder up, and the hawk takes flight and starts like flying up around, kind of like scouting the area.
I have a question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast this spell here, suggestion, is a verbal and material. Is a verbal material. Material can still use my spell casting focus, right?
Yeah,
this
correct.
counts.
Are you trying to work out if you can cast on the sly?
Yeah.
A little sneaky suggest.
Yeah, I mean, but it can be just verbal as well. It doesn't have to be like magical words. It can just be me talking to them. Like, hey, no. What's the?
Yeah, I think the verbal components of suggestion are supposed to be the the thing you say. So I think that's fair enough.
Okay, and
otherwise it'd be pointless because
if
if they know you're casting suggestion before you cast suggestion, it's never gonna work, is it? Like.
Okay, I'm going to. So if I cast it and if it fails, do they know I've cast a spell on them, or just fails?
No, it just feels.
Just feels okay. All right.
Not like charm person.
Okay, I'm just gonna come here. I'm gonna step forward. I'm just gonna step forward here, and I want to speak to the. Okay, so who is the leader in here?
You see, she's about 3 foot tall.
Oh no! Here we go.
She comes out.
Okay, as she comes out, I go to quite. Okay, that looks like a man to me. Is that a man?
No.
She gives her a torch to one of the other goblins, so like there's a bit of light coming from there. So it's brightly lit around here, so you all can see her clearly.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Bagor, and these are my companions here.
I am Isabai.
Hello, Isabai. You've looked very strong there, and very leaderous, if that's a fucking word. Just try to make chit chat with him. Anyway, me and my companions here, we came on a little mission here to actually return the supplies you have over there. Obviously, I know out here in the open, is everyone for themselves, and if you do find something like this with no owners, nothing, I'm not saying you killed the folks back there, but you find it. Yes, you think it might belong to you, but we kind of need that back, and give it to the rightful owner. Now, and then I'm gonna cast a spell.
Yep.
I'll say, now, I would like to ask you to let us take that with us, so we can return it to the rightful owner peacefully.
What's your DC?
Can I cast a spell? My DC is 14. Wisdom.
She got a 16 on her wisdom save. She'll cross her arms. Well, maybe a persuasion check, because even though you failed the spell, you still were giving a persuasive appeal to her better nature.
Okay.
Oh, Malik's like, what better nature?
17.
She crossed her
Nice.
arms. We did find it fair and square, but to be honest, iron and all that's in that isn't much use to us unless we can find some way to sell it. We're out here looking for food, supplies, things that are going to help us live. We've got people back home we need to look after.
I mean, we've got some food we're happily share with you. Just not much, but I hope it's gonna come to use. I mean, better than that shipment over there, which you can't sell it.
I mean, we could definitely find someone to buy. She goes over and throws a tarp back, and looks at it. And there must be about 600 pounds of iron ingots here, which
I'll tell you what. How about this? Right? You can help us because I can see you got a big wagon over there. I mean,
Bodger, quick math for you, because you probably have a little bit of background, that kind of thing. That is probably worth about 60 gold, you would say, that whole shipment, not including the cost of the sled.
Okay. It says about 600 pounds worth of...
600 pounds of iron
right.
ingots, yeah.
Okay. Do we have enough free space now? Sleds to take this with us, or not?
Well,
really?
you could just tag this sled on, and it might be a bit slow going. You guys have across all 8 dogs, you've got 2,800 pulling capacity. So you can. So that sled weighs about 900 pounds. So it would be, the dogs would be at their limit, but yes, you could do it. If you had 3 dogs on each, that would be just enough to each sled.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, all right. Yep, we'll gladly share some of our supplies with you if you let us take the this shipment back with us.
Bodger's gonna wander up to the side of Bahagor and just give him a little tap on the elbow, probably on the underside. It's like, right, are you negotiating or what?
I am.
Right, because there's only you make sure to say this nice and loudly. There's only about 40 golds worth of iron on that thing. We could probably just buy it.
Yep. Make a deception check, Bodger.
So good at those.
Oh, fucking
5.
I will make her make an insight check.
Ooh.
14. So she seems to be a bit aware.
Okay, but remember, we don't have that much gold with us, but we've got supplies.
To be honest, we're just cold and tired, and if we can get food and blankets and things of that nature, we'd be happy to give you the iron. I don't really care about the monetary value as long as it's enough for us and our people back home.
Fair enough.
All right, fair enough.
You hear one of them
Speak
say
to
quite
Michael,
loudly,
please.
"Yeah, the sooner we get this done, we can get back to Krakolak. Isn't that right, Isabai?" He goes, "Shut up, you fucking idiot."
Going back to where?
Home.
Oh,
Do any of you... What languages do you all speak?
That's my
I
question.
speak Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Common Elvish Halfling.
Common Druidic, Dwarvish, Yeti, and Elvish.
Common Dwarvish Elvish.
None of you recognize the name.
Side note, it's bullshit that Drow can't pick Undercommon as one of their languages to start with. It was like, you don't know that, that's an uncommon language. It's like, it's where I'm from.
So, while this is happening, could while they're negotiating, could Scratch try and talk with the bears, just
idle chit chat.
ask them how they're doing.
Yeah.
She can speak with animals before they walk.
Yeah. You go up to the bears. How close do you get?
Can't you just, like, telepathically with the bears? Just speak with animals,
think so.
gel with that, or...?
I think telepathy. I don't know.
If you'd like to get close to the bears, you can make an animal handling check to try to approach without aggravating them.
Yeah, she'll try. Yeah, she'll do an animal handling check with guidance.
Sure.
That'll be 15 plus 1d4. That'll be 18.
Yeah, that's enough. You're able to get close. One of the goblins goes, "Hey, get back from the base!
Look, I'm good with animals, alright? Shush.
Don't touch the harnesses! If you do, I'll fuck you up!" You hear one of them yell from like inside the wagon.
Yeah, and then she would walk up to the bears like she'd stand tall, as in to make sure that them or stand tall or 5'5" stature.
Alice will probably shadow her from a distance, partially because she just wants to see the sled bears, and partially to back scratch up if anything goes bad.
Sure.
She just like makes sure that her frame is wide and tall as can be to show the bears that she's not an easy target as she walks up.
Yeah, the bears kind of look at you. They don't seem like immediately aggressive.
You don't look too happy, don't you?
Oh, no. Mean goblins.
And if I told you that we'd give you food and took care of you, would you want to be with us? We've got meat. Lots of meat.
Goblins give us food enough to get by, but yes, we'd like more meat. If you let us go, we'll not attack you, but we'll definitely kill all them.
And would you like to perhaps work for us? We have a slot to pull, but we can feed you better.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I again add guidance?
If you want to spend the time to cast a spell, sure.
Can I add guidance?
I'm not sure
instead?
what your...
You would need to be close enough to touch.
I'm not sure what your ruling on guidance mid-conversation is, to be
Oh, you
honest.
can cast. The bears don't know what you're doing, so it's not like you're in like a diplomatic like debate
They're like,
and you're like,
whoa, you're casting guidance right now.
That's 18.
Just check something real quick. Yeah, an 18.
We'll come with you for a while, but to be honest, once we're free, we would like to be free. We were captured by these goblins. They take us up to their wherever it is that they live, up in the mountains.
In the mountains. Could you tell me where they live in the mountains? Because I'm not sure if I can get you out now, but if you tell me where they take you, I can come for you.
They're way from the human settlements, down past the river, over the river.
That way,
And
like
past the-
nods their head in the direction of southwest.
Southwest past the river. And in a cave, you say?
No, it's on top of a mountain thing.
On top
Have
of
to climb to get up there. Big
Very
slope.
Good. Thank you. If I'll try and get you out now, but if not, I will come for you, alright? She would take a few steps back from the bears.
Malisk will ask in Elvish, hoping Scratch speaks it. What do the bears think?
She will reply in broken Elvish because she hasn't spoken that in years, probably. It's like, the bear think that if let free, they will leave us and kill all goblins. And they told me where the goblins live. Southeast.
You can tell me about that when you're not butchering my language.
I try my best.
Better than my Yeti, I suppose.
But and she just relayed that. Cool. And she also then telepathically told the rest of the party. It was like, yeah.
The bears want to kill him.
Yeah, she would be like, she would be happy to have the bears let go.
So can you a deal then? If you got food and any blankets, any survival gear that would be good for us to take back home, and we'll give you the iron. Otherwise, have to say finders keepers.
Okay, I'll go to Scratch. How much food do you have we can spare to our friends over here? So we can
Alright,
take
give
the
me a
shipment with us?
moment. I'll open up the meat channel.
I don't like the way she said that. Makes me feel a bit awkward.
You don't want Scratch to open her meat channel.
That's
a little bit.
It sounds like one of the 900 channels like you would get on like TV. You've
The
got like
meat channel.
Babe Station, the Meat Channel.
You went
Alright,
slightly more wholesome than I did.
we have 9 portions of meat. I believe it's wolf or wolf meat. I think.
Is every portion
fish?
is one portion one ration? Is the crew into one ration?
Yeah.
What it is now?
One pelt in good condition, 1 pelt in poor condition, and we got rid of all the crack cat. So yeah.
Do you think we can spare them 5 portions of meat, 1 for each of the goblins, and maybe the damaged pelt?
There is more than
sure.
5 goblins. There is 9 goblins in this wagon. Hey, right now. You can see them moving around the inside. They got like little like tarps and stuff. They're peeking out through every now and again. But yeah, there's like definitely at least 4 of them inside that wagon.
What's that there at the top there? What's that there?
Nothing. It's a flying hawk. It's a little hawk flying around.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's her hawk.
Interesting.
You watched it take off her shoulder.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. I've
Her animal companion.
I thought it said she had a mohawk.
Yeah, she has a mohawk
Okay.
and a hawk.
She has a mohawk.
She likes
and
hawks.
a hawk.
So,
Look, that's what the character has, okay? She has a hawk and a mohawk.
Okay, I'll go up to her. I'll go up to her and say, okay, I'm about to forgive you, but about five portion of meat and a little pelt for you all there.
A damaged pelt. Yeah.
It's a little bit damaged, but I'm sure we can make use of it. I know it's not much. It's not for everything, but it's probably not enough for all of you. But I'm sure it can get you by for the moment.
Yeah, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Make a persuasion check.
13.
13. Let's see here. Rules glossary. Influence. DC is equal to is their intelligence score. Come on, you've got the luxury of being able to go to all those towns close by, and I'm sure this iron will be worth a lot more than that when you get to there for them, and you've got the luxury of being able to sell it quickly. If you could spare us even something, we've got a good, it's a fairly long travel back home for us from here. We've come a long way. We've got a good 40 miles ahead of us. Some of that food will probably be gone before we get back. I've got a husband and kids, back home to feed, and so all the rest of this lot.
If Malice can catch your eye, she will just gesture to her mace, like on her hip. Like,
I just know that what we have is clearly worth something to you, and whatever it is you're getting for reward, it'll probably be more than whatever it is that you're offering us now. Just ask if we found it, We don't want any trouble.
Okay,
Just if you could just help us. All I'm asking is you to help us out.
Okay, all right. Okay, Scratch. How many of you are in total there in your wagon?
There's 9 of us here on the patrol, and then we've got the 2 bears.
Okay, well, we're definitely not gonna have enough to feed the bears, but
Oh, don't worry. We look out. The bears tend to look after themselves sometimes if we come across things.
I can. They don't seem to agree with you on that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Scratch, how much can you spare to this people here? To these goblins?
We
Can you spare a little bit more?
We got all in all like 12 portions of meat between fish and wolf. And seeing as there is 4 of us, wolves, like, I'm not sure how much more we can spare.
Garrett does have supplies on his sled, like for his stuff. Like he has enough supplies for his dogs and all that.
I'm counting our party.
Yeah, I know, but just in case you're worried about like the 8 dogs, like there's only 2 of them you really need to worry about, and even still, Garrett probably has enough for them too.
So yeah, like all in all, we have 12 good portions for our 2 dogs and for the 4 of us.
Bodger, do you still have that magic amulet? They might like that.
No, I left that back when, you told me off for having it. We all nearly died.
So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can we spare maybe 9 for them? One for each of them?
In that case, we'd be left with 3 portions of food for the lot of us. For the road. We have to buy more in town.
We could always go back for that dwarf.
You're only a couple of hours from the villages, and I can't imagine they turn you out the gates, so try to attack you like we get.
It's a fair proposition.
It's up to you. I'm okay to give them 1 portion each, but no pelt. We're gonna have to sell the pelt to get some more.
That's
more
fine.
rations.
We'd be happy with the food, with just the meat. I mean, that's a fair trade. Meat for the iron.
Okay.
I'm fine with
What do you all think?
I believe I've made my thoughts quite clear.
Yeah, alright, but for the rest of us, I'm whatever. I'm not much of a negotiator, to be honest.
Sure. Also, a friendly suggestion. I can talk to animals. I had a chat with your bears, and they're very keen on eating you. Like, so I'd say you better maybe feed them more and be less, unpleasant towards them. They're like this close to snapping and chomping you to bits.
It's okay. If they do manage to get out, I've got some tricks up my sleeve. She pats the pouch at her side.
Could Scratch try to figure out what tricks could that work in a pouch on a bear?
Oh,
Like
you can
if it's some kind of herb, perhaps that you know.
Make like a nature check if you want.
Thank you.
If that's kind of what you're thinking, if you're thinking like natural herbs and things like that.
It's a little pouch of dog
That's
treats.
bear report.
I mean, like, maybe if she had something in there she could throw away from her that maybe the bears were interested in, like treats or something like that, yeah, definitely that could maybe work. But probably wouldn't buy her much time. If she's, assuming that they can like get the bears back under control, you're not sure. Maybe it could be like something magical, like a magical effect. You don't know.
I think we just give them the food and we take the children of us, and then we just whatever money get back from it, we just get some more rations. I think it's a fair trade. Obviously, the food is not just mine.
As long as we're alright getting to like a settlement where we can get rations, it'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Okay. All right then. Okay, that settles it then. I think it's a fair trade. Here you go. Let me just get the meat.
Yep.
And the Bahagor goes behind here.
Yep, get the meats.
Stand up. Come back.
Yep, they take it. They load it up on their wagon. They give you the sled with the iron. We'll even help Garrett and stuff get the dogs tied up to it if needed.
Can I spec the thing to see if I believe there's something missing from there? Maybe they put it somewhere else. I don't know.
Sure, make like an investigation check. I mean, you've watched. They pulled that up here, and you've been watching them the whole time. So.
Okay. Has anyone taken anything from here? Was everything in here?
Everything's there. That was on that wagon, on that sled when we found it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah, Bahagor just looking at it. There are approximately 300 iron ingots here. There were covered with a thick burlap sheet, which has been dragged back by by the goblin, like show you what was underneath it. They were secured with leather straps that they probably re-strapped down for you. The ingots are actually stamped with a foaming mug symbol, probably some kind of like family or like branding. And yeah, Audrey knows the rough going rate in the wider world, but up in the Icewind Dale, maybe they're worth even more.
Okay, I'm glad we were able to have a peaceful deal here. Okay, friends, you travel safe, and yeah, just to get yourself into trouble, okay?
Gives a big nod.
Thank you for not just attacking first.
No worries.
Yep, and the goblins will mount up in their big goblin wagon, which is like 20 foot tall, this big war wagon, and yeah, it'll begin trundling off, pulled by the bears who let out moo, as you hear like maybe like a crack of a whip or something like that, like to stir them on.
Also, I'm gonna go up to her before she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
She probably don't know much about it, but I'll ask her if she heard anything about. Sorry, friend. One last thing. It might not know exactly who this person is, but have you ever heard of the name Sefri Caltro?
Doesn't sound like a goblin name.
No, have you ever seen little band of dwarves going around, but not like the ones that was just like some bad guys dwarves.
To be honest, we try our best to stay away from any of you lot.
Okay. All right.
Tend to see goblins and start, getting torches and pitchforks.
I can imagine. And I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Anyway, keep safe.
Yep, and they'll go on their way. If you're not planning on attacking them, they're not planning on attacking you. Peaceful resolution all round.
Oh, that man was quite nice. That was a nice
Trading
man.
with goblins. I mean, is that really?
Listen.
Also, you now know the rough location based on information gathered, southwest 40 miles of Crackalock, the goblin home.
I'm not too content with how they treat those poor bears, but it seems like they are going to be taking care of those goblins sooner rather than later. Hopefully.
Don't want to be our problem. Those bears were never our problem. Our problem is just the shipment, which you have now.
Well, when you can talk to animals, you kind of feel for them. How would you like to be strapped behind a wagon and whipped while they're under hunger? At least our dogs are well fed.
Well,
Not whipped.
the way you put it there, I'm sure some people find it very exciting. But anyway,
Those goblins should be the
let's
ones
arouse him.
whipped.
Let's go.
Foul little creatures.
Okay. You've acquired the ingots. The hand-in for the quest is at Bryn Shander.
Woo.
Let's go, team.
Are you going to go straight to the road south of Termalin and go to Targos and drop Garrett off first? That will leave you without the dogs for the final 2-hour drive to Bryn Shander, or you could try to convince him to go off. If you go that way, it'll be 8 hours to Targos, which will get him home in 8 hours. So you'll probably, bear in mind, you've already travelled about 6 hours. So you probably have about 2 hours left in you. So you may need to camp out in the wilderness tonight, unless you want to push on.
We have no food now.
Well, the food is not an issue. I can
No.
cast a spell that can sustain us for the day.
Oh, that's alright then. Why don't we see if we can get to the road? And
Yeah,
Garrett,
Yeah.
a quick favour, mate. First, getting you home to Targos. Any chance we'd be able to, let you get settled just for the day, and then maybe borrow you and your dogs to get this stuff to Bryn Shander the day after?
Make me
How's
a
about that?
persuasion check at advantage, because Garrett still holds you guys in good favour.
Persuasion 18.
Nice.
Of course, as long as you get me home, it's the least I can do. I can't imagine my husband would be happy to see me go so soon. But I think that if it's for the people who helped save me, I think that we can convince him.
Alright, I'm sure he'll be happy, it'll be alright. I'll break the news to him if you want, or
I'll break things, it'll be fine.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
We can stop over a little bit. Anyway, if you've got it in us, we can push to the road. It might tire us out a bit for tomorrow. But if you're going to be spending time in, settlements, it might not be too bad. Or we can take it easy here. If you think you're going to have a big enough day tomorrow, we're probably better taking it easy. Either way, we're camping in the wilderness, either off the road or on it, so it's not like we got a shelter under our heads. Unless you want to maybe go for Tourmaline, it's a bit closer. Could try to head directly there. We could probably get there in about the same amount of time it would take us to get to the road. At least then you might have possibility of getting a tavern over our heads, but we'd probably still be a bit tired.
I mean, apart from that time you nearly died, you're probably better in the wilderness than we are. So, what do you reckon? Scratch, you're pretty good with these things. What do you... Should we, push on to Tourmaline, or...
I'm pretty good when it comes to, physical activities, so I'm comfortable with pushing to Tourmaline. But, camping out is also fine by me. I think both options are decent.
To be fair, riding on the sleds will probably be fine. The dogs be the ones who tire out more. But, not quite fair on them. But we can do it.
Well, if we will need the dogs to pull this whole, shipment. So I would say let's camp out here so we don't kill them on the journey tomorrow.
They've probably still got a couple hours in them before they'll need a proper rest, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go as far as they will take us.
We can probably push them another hour or so safely before, and then even if they do get tired, they can probably just have a bit of a lie-in the next day.
Let's just go for an hour. Camp out in the wagons under the lovely starry sky.
You could go for 2 hours comfortably. You can push it to 3 hours and risk exhausting the dogs to one level, which they would then recover from anyway. So you could go 3 miles max, really, without much issue, which would put you only an hour from the roadside, really.
Yeah, Scratch would advocate for the 3 miles and just camp out.
Sure.
Or if the party is alright with that.
If you're only going for 3 miles and stopping short of the road, I'm not going to be doing con saves for the dogs because they will just recover it anyway. And it's unlikely the dog's going to do much if you guys get into an encounter overnight or anything like that. Because,
Alright. Was it would stop, Scratch good. Alright, come get your dinner. It doesn't look like much, but it will keep you sustained for the entire day. Magic. And she will cast, using her innate spell casting from her feet, she will cast Goodberry.
Nice.
And she'll sprout a small tree outside the snow, sprouting several berries. And I'll double check how many there are. A Goodberry. 10 berries appear, so she would, give each party member a berry, even including Garrett, and keep 4 on her person.
Malice will take this berry and look at you with such suspicion.
I've also got about 12 days of rations in my sled here as well, if we need.
Oh, this doesn't cost me anything, so I'll leave it up to you. And she will, she'll look at Malice, nod, and eat her berry, and say, "See, I'm fine. For now, I guess. Not poisoned, don't worry. It actually heals you."
I'll go to Gareth and I was like, "Well, Gareth, if you could give us some of your rations, not for us, but for our dogs in the future, that would be appreciated. As I saw, we gave quite a lot of ours to the goblins."
Yeah, I picked up a little bit of dog food as well back in Kirkonic, so I have some probably enough to at least do for the evening. Whenever we get back to Targos, I've got some stores as well. Could always give you some of that as a bit of a reward for helping get to me. We don't have much in the way of money, but favors and things. Happy to do.
Thank you.
Supplies if we have much spare.
Cool. So are we? So it's like, are we going to be camping out in the wilderness?
Yep, that's the plan.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. If anybody's missing HP for any reason, they gain 1 from the Goodberry.
Alice back up to full, I think.
Yeah, I was back to full. Alright, well, better start giving some wood, a bit of fire.
It's about midnight now. The sky is still clear. The aurora still hanging in the sky. Yeah, you gonna build a fire out here? Are you gonna like look for any shelter or anything like that, or are you just gonna let you like once the dogs get to a point where they start to like tire, just like pull in and just set up?
Maybe look for shelter. I think it's a better option. No?
These like rolling hills out here, so probably the best shelter you're gonna get is maybe like getting like down the side of a snowdrift or snowbank where it's a bit more naturally sheltered. At least like, you know, to break the wind. But at the minute it's very calm and quiet, and even Scratch knows that as bad as it's gonna get, it'll only get to like a moderate wind, kind of just as you're waking up.
Yeah, like the winter should be good. Like we can camp without any great, like, as long as you wrap yourself up well in a good blanket, you should be good tonight. So cool. Just, you know, let's stay out of the wind. There should be some in the morning, but otherwise, you know, we can just make a makeshift wind shelter from our sleds. You know, like park them in like.
Yeah, you got 3 sleds. Shape. Yeah, you can. Yeah, like, one of them is full of iron, though, so flipping it to the side is pretty ill-advised.
No, you know, like even if you keep it upright, you know, it should be fine. If you drop, like, you know, let's. She would like suggest like to make like an open box, that would shelter us from the wind, and just set up our sleeping things there. Sure.
This is your first night in the wilderness with Garrett properly, because you said in the Yeti cave before. So whenever it does come to making camp, Garrett pulls a shovel from his sled. He also pulls a large, like, thing of tarp, and he actually starts digging out the snow, and he digs it about 2 foot down into the actual snow itself, and the snow here is deep, like, you know, it's very, very deep. It's not compacted out here in the wilderness, and he digs it down a good bit. And it comes away in really neat squares, like big, like, blocks, and he, like, you know, stacks them up a little bit around the edges. He then finally lays a tarp down on top of the freshly exposed snow a bit deeper down in the like little makeshift shelter he's done, and then he puts a few of the snow bricks around the edge of that to like weigh it down, stop it blowing away. And he goes like, "It'll at least keep us dry. I've only really got my sleeping bag, so I hope you guys got your own. But as long as it doesn't, you know, start snowing, we should be all right."
Well, thank you. That sounds great.
So with Garrett setting up the camp for you in this way, it means that you don't have to worry about making any, you know, checks against extreme cold overnight, as long as you have you know, cold weather gear and things like that, which you do have, because there's no risk of you getting wet. Which if you're just sleeping on the snow with no like proper protections in place, you will just get wet, and then you will be subsequently, unless you are resistant to cold damage, you will be negatively impacted by having wet clothing in the cold, potentially. Are you setting any watches?
Probably.
Yes.
I hope.
Who's watching what?
I'll do the first watch.
I don't mind taking a watch. I sleep less than you. All of you.
Fair enough. I'm happy to take whichever slot is free.
I'll take first watch then.
Okay, so Bodger first.
I'll take second. Take second.
Bagor second. Alice, you could take third and fourth if you wanted.
Yeah, I also take third and fourth.
You need the chance for 2 hours or for 4 hours. Alrighty. So Garrett and Scratch will get a good night's sleep, as will all the dogs. Because you rolled a 7 on your encounter check to save us the brevity of rolling all the stuff, there's no risk of an encounter today, so you sleep peacefully and soundly with no interruptions. The night is calm. Malice, if you wake up around 4 in the morning, the aurora is gone, but the moon is still hanging out, like breaking through every now and again with this little bit of light cloud over through. And after 4 hours of peaceful watching, the moon is long gone. Twilight probably isn't too far away of, you know, what maybe little bits of the sun can maybe break through this strange, unnatural darkness, which is kind of like preventing it from ever rising. But yeah, by about 8 in the morning, you are all awake, and the overcast sky is above you.
Well, that was a good night.
Thankfully.
Not even that cold.
Okay,
Alright.
so should we start making a move? Are we going to straight to Tigers, or are we going to go to Bryn Shander first?
I would say let's go.
We're gonna go Targos, hang around there for a bit while we get, Garrett here home and to his husband, and then the following day we're gonna go to Bryn Shander to sort out, the shipment. And Garrett's gonna come with us. I had a little chat with him yesterday. He's like, didn't know about my husband, but it'll be fine.
But that's nice of him.
I thought so.
All right.
Good. Okay.
Yep, so you've only got an hour of wilderness travel, which, goes off more or less without a hitch. And within 5 hours, you find yourself down in Targos. There is a bit of light cloud in the sky before it opens up and clears back out to a lovely clear sky. As the twilight kind of kicks in around 1 p.m. or so, you're in Targos.
Yeah, I forgot. Scratch in the morning would cast Druidcraft.
Sure, from 8. Okay.
Bring up the weather map.
I'll pick it up from whenever you look at the Targos, because then that's all the information you really need anyway. It'll be clear as you arrive in Targos. You've got about 5 hours of clear skies. Then you've got about 4 hours of light snow. Then 4 hours of light cloud. Then 3 hours of clear skies. Couple hours of extreme fog, and then back to clear skies. And then that would be the morning again.
Today will be a good day for weather.
All right.
So yeah, if we should do as much as we can today.
Yeah, you return Garrett to his home. Keegan, the man who originally set you on this task, who's this handsome man, his 30s, and all the dogs barrel into the house, like all 6 of them, all crazed and happy to be home. Kind of like give him a lot of attention. Garrett gives him a lot of attention. They are both over the moon to be reunited together. It's a very heartwarming moment, and Keegan gives you a little wooden box containing 4 Scrimshaw figurines, one for each of you. They're probably worth about 10 gold pieces each. There is a spouting whale, a smiling fox, a pair of dancing hares, and a walrus with the words "Big Love" carved into it.
I want the walrus.
Grimshaw, by the way.
Scrimshaw is ivory, so it's like it's made of like a whalebone, like carved.
Ah, cool.
So it's like artistic. It's a big thing in the Icewind Dale. Scrimshanders are quite a big thing. So it's just like a form of art. But yeah, it's very much like carved whalebone for decoration. But these are like little small trinkets, but they're made of real whalebone, very well finished. And that was kind of what Keegan had promised you initially. Garrett also provides you guys with 2 for Buffer and Bella. He provides you with 5 days of rations for each of them. So you've got 10 days of dog food.
I'll mark that down.
I'll mark it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sell my figurine anyway. Once I get to shop, so I'm just gonna take 10 gold.
Yep, that's fine. If you just sell it a second, you have to shop. That's fine. 10 gold, easy to come by. Or trade out. So if you don't really care for the figurine or the keepsake, what one did you take out of curiosity then? What I know that the walrus has gone to.
I think Malice would
Vulture.
take the dancing hares.
Yep. Scratch at least a
walrus
spouting
dancing
whale or a smiling fox.
I'm gonna take this. I'll take the whale.
That Scratch will gladly take the fox.
With the fox. He sells the whale immediately, so the fact he chose one is just selfish. Scratch really wanted that wheel, and then you stole it
I
from
can
him.
have the whale.
I don't know.
Have the whale.
Scratch
You can
didn't
have
say
the
shit,
whale.
I'm putting
I'll
words in their
take
mouth.
I'll just take any.
Yeah, pick whatever one you want. But yeah, Garrett will, after this heartwarming reunion, eventually convinces Keegan to allow him to go with you guys to Bryn Shander. He explains that, as long as he's smart about it, he can be there and back before the day is up. So, not to worry kind of thing. Because you guys have traveled 5 hours, it's 2 hours to Bryn Shander, and then he could theoretically have a 2-hour journey back home, exhausting the dog again, but probably not any real risk of long-term damage, just pushing them a little bit to the limit. Every now and again needs must, I suppose.
I have a question. Sorry, where did you pick up this quest about Sefri Culture again? What town was this?
You picked that up in Lonelywood. It was on the first quest you got.
He's the murderer, right?
Yeah, that was again.
I'll be right back, 2 minutes.
Fine.
I'll go to, I don't know, just they're talking, chip chatting, and then I'll ask them if there's anything's been happening in Targo since we've gone. Any news or anything?
Yeah, you want to look around for any information?
happening?
Sure, roll me a little investigation check. See if you can dig anything up.
Sorry, Monday what, sorry?
Investigation, please.
Oh, investigation, sorry.
Yeah, just to see if you can get any info.
I'm gonna use can I use a spell? Sorry, is a lucky thing?
Sure.
It's a lucky.
Give yourself advantage.
Cool. 14.
14. You hear someone in one of Targos's tavern, probably. 3 flags sailing. Where a lot of fishermen come to drink. There's a few of them are talking about how glad they are that they don't have to worry about going out into the main tundra to look for food. They can just do it on the lake. They complain it's a bit annoying to have to go over the ice to get to the actual water, but they don't mind a bit of ice fishing now and again. But the reason why they're so glad is because goblin scavengers prowl the tundra on the backs of wolves or in wagons. They like to ambush travelers on the Ten Trail on this side of the mountain pass. Apparently, a group of trappers found the goblins' fortress in the mountains, and that they believe that someone should go there and wreck it and show the goblins what for. They're not wanted here. And that is Carcolic, so that is just further information confirming Carcolic is in the mountains to the southwest. So you already know, you definitely know where that is now. If you wanted to do any further investigating over there.
Okay. I don't obviously I will share this information with the party as well.
Yep.
So this Carcolic place seems quite a few things happening there, eh?
Well, it seems so. It's strange. Goblin settlement in Icewind Dale.
There seems to be causing quite a bit of ruckus around this area. Maybe we should have a look at some point.
So you wanted to let the goblins go, and now you want to eradicate them?
Well, these ones seem to cause me a problem. The ones we had, they were okay, but
They're the same goblins.
Maybe we can just go and have a chat with them again.
I think goblins goblins will always be disliked by people either way. So
maybe we could just.
I'm not sure what we would do if we got there.
Who knows we're gonna find them? Exactly. Who knows what we're gonna find there if you go there? Anyway, maybe we should just finish what the business we have to do here, and then let's think and have a look in the future.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, unless anything else particular in Targos you guys want to do, otherwise Garrett will happily take you guys to Bryn Shander and for the day, or for the afternoon, and then he'll head back, leaving you there, if that's what you'd like.
I do have a question. Do we know about this? Well, I can't remember if this is going to be metagaming or not, because. But do we know about the sacrifice happening in Targos or no? Because I think we've heard about it already, didn't we?
You've heard about towns making different different like sacrifices to Auril, whether it be like food, heat, or sometimes human sacrifices. Yeah. Torgos is one town that does human sacrifices. I think that's pretty common knowledge for anyone who's lived in 10 towns for any real amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bahagor, is there anyone in town that would know more about this? About the sacrifice, especially?
Want to go look specifically about those? Sure, make another investigation check to find anything specifically out about that.
Investigation. 18. Ooh.
18. Yes. There is a sacrifice due. It's going to be on the full moon, which is tomorrow night. It'll be
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we able to? Okay, I'm gonna go to the party and I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna go to Bodger because for some reason Bahagor feels more attached to Bodger than the rest of the party. I'm gonna go to Bodger and it's gonna go.
He's not sure
Bodger.
why, Bodger being a woman and all.
I know
but
it's because I think it's because he told him about his dreams and all of that, and then I don't know, maybe because the whole conversation started with Bodger. He's gonna go to Bodger. It's like, Bodger, do you remember those nightmares I said I mentioned to you before a little while back? Yeah, and you know the image of a town head that looks similar to this one.
Yeah.
And you know when on my dreams I can hear people screaming and babies cry and I don't know. I've heard there's sacrifices happening in this town. There's going to be one happening tomorrow, next full moon. Do you reckon we'll be able to go finish our business in Bryce Shander and then come back here? Just so I can maybe witness this. Maybe I can get some, I don't know, some kind of clue why I'm having all these nightmares to do with this town. I don't know.
Yeah. Right, I don't see why not. I mean, if you were wanting to go to Bryn Shander and then back here, it's not that far. You could do that in a day.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like the same with Garrett, where you'd be pushing yourselves an extra hour, but so like you might be exhausted that evening, like this same evening, or you could stay in Bryn Shander tomorrow night and then come back here the following day, and it wouldn't be an issue.
Isn't it only 2 hours?
Yes, but you've also already travelled 5 hours today. So you travelled from the roadside all the way down, so you've already travelled 5 hours. So you can travel to Bryn Shander, no problem, have an hour spare, but coming back to Torgos tonight would risk exhausting you, unless you camped on the road.
Okay.
But for the sake of 2 hours.
Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll go to Bryn Shander, we'll do our business, stay there for the night, and then come back here. Just,
all right.
I don't know,
Good.
maybe I might be able to get some answers, or maybe someone can help me with.
Keegan also hooks you guys up, by the way, with free stays in the tavern, the local inn here, the Luskan Arms. Basically, if you ever want to stay there, he says to come let him know, and he'll pull some strings and get you a free night stay.
Or we could stay here, sort out your business, and then take the stuff to Bryn Shander, because we're probably going to go that way anyway. So rather than going there and then back,
come back and then yeah, I agree. Okay, if the waters are, if Scratch and Manus are okay with it, then yeah, I would appreciate it if you could do that.
Fine by me, mate.
Okay, and then Bag will mention this to the party as well. Hoping they'll agree to stay.
Sure.
On extra night, and obviously he'll explain to you the reasons why as well. Because he's not hiding anything.
Ah, cool.
I'm always up to see a sacrifice.
Sure. So that is actually, it's not tonight. It is tomorrow night. So you have to kill. It's currently 2 p.m. So if you want to spend the evening here and then the following full day, totally cool, totally fine.
We had a long journey, you know. Let's relax.
I reckon we've earned a rest. Don't you?
I mean, sure, it could take a day and a half just to sit back and have some milk together.
Yeah, maybe. Or
Another
other
drink.
drinks are available, I suppose. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Sure. Can someone roll me a d20, please?
I'll do it. 20. 6.
Keys. Yeah, are you guys gonna take Keegan's offer up and get some rooms in the Luskan Arms?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Freebies. The Luskan Arms is probably one of the oldest public houses in 10 towns. Like, if you ask the owners of that, they probably tell you that Luskan was a thriving city at one point, and Bryn Shander was probably just the camp on the hill. But people sometimes sealed up here from the actual what is now sea moving ice. This being the first little patch of water that wasn't on such a frozen area, especially before the everlasting Rime kicked in. They settled here and used their sailing skills in a more quiet and peaceful lake of Duladan, the mayor here. But yeah, so a lot of the traders and stuff like that kind of hailed from Luskan, so the Luskan Arms is kind of built to look like an inn that would be found in the City of Seals. The decor is nearly 200 years old, so it has sturdy walls but rotten floorboards. There's drafts coming up into the common room from the cellar. And every now and again, you can hear rats scurrying through the walls, especially at night time. The owner is a man called Owen. He's a human man, pretty quiet, balding. He's really suffering from seasonal depression.
Aren't we all, buddy?
And in this kind of place, there's no respite for that.
What a place to live.
Yeah.
You should move.
If you guys, whenever you guys kind of arrive, Keegan's like, Owen, these people, they helped me get Garrett back. Remember that time I helped you with that present for your girlfriend? I'd love if you maybe just put them up for a couple of nights, just on us, just for a favor. Okay, sure, why not? The rooms are going to be empty anyway, I suppose. All right, great, Owen, thanks.
All right.
Just, make them good rooms. Oh, they can't be the best room. Well, look, that's fine. Just, rooms. They're not going to be picky. Okay.
His face falls a little bit, turns to Bahagar and be like, this cunt's got a girlfriend.
And you don't.
Look at his fucking face.
I know.
Oh my god.
Would you like anything to drink?
Oh, this guy here will have goat's milk straight from the tip.
Yes, please.
And
Straight for the tit. Still warm.
I really find it so difficult to take the piss out of you, Bahagor, when you just go along with everything. What do you want? Beers?
I'm not sure. Do you, what's the strongest you have?
The strongest I have? I've got the stuff I use to clean the windows with.
Maybe it's strongest that's actually a drink,
Oh, that's definitely drinkable. It's fluid.
Yeah, not something strong but not used for cleaning.
Okay. I've got a bit of a honey liqueur from Goodmead.
I'll take that. How much?
For a glass of that, it is quite sweet. Probably 3 silver.
Sure. I'll take. How much do you have?
Oh, I've only got a bottle left.
I'll buy the bottle. How much for it?
10 silver for the bottle.
Yeah, she'll give him the gold.
Yep, takes gold.
Yay.
Then you've got a bottle of honey liqueur.
Yeah, she'll be drinking it in one sitting here in the tavern.
Don't need to note that
what?
down.
Fuck it. Have you got any rum?
You know what? Somewhere in the cellar I might do. I'd have to go look though.
What's
Do you want me to
rum?
go down and have a look? Might as well save you since you're putting us up for free and all.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Nat 20. Of course, easy on that.
Yeah. Go on ahead. Just down the hatch behind the bar.
He'll hop over the bar.
Yeah.
And then through down the hatch.
Down the hatch. The cellar's it's about the same size as the main tap room, so pretty spacious. And you can see the light kind of coming through. There's no torches or anything lit down here, so the only light you're getting is like the little like bits of dim light coming through the floorboards above. You see a fucking rat the size of a cat like look at you, make direct eye contact, and scurry into a little crack in the wall. There is a wine rack up against one wall, which is mainly empty, bar a few little small collections of bottles. There's a good few like barrels kind of stacked up in one corner. They appear to be a bit like they're not like as dusty as the rest of the room in a sense. They are. Where are we? They are stamped with a big like a big. Yes, so they are stamped with this big, like, flagon kind of shape, which handle is like a, like that of a, antler, maybe, kind of looks like. And you see it, and you see it's probably, you know, maybe some kind of, like, mead or something like that, or honey wine, maybe, you're not sure.
Cool.
If you want to do a little investigation check, look around for any rum.
Is that barrel tapped at all? Or is
it looks like they're
That's
untapped down here. It looks like he probably brings the tap ones up to the main tap room and then he pours from there.
Cool.
It's probably just for like
Yeah,
storage.
We'll have a look around for some rum.
Yeah, make a little investigation check. 19.
19.
So in these dusty bottles, most of them are wines of like varying vintages. Nothing really, anything worth anything is probably long gone. This is like just the cheap shit that's left. And in the condition it's been stored, a lot of it's not, you know, doing so hot. Some was pretty frozen at a time. You find like evidence where like a couple of bottles probably smashed from like over expansion from like freezing. But you do find fallen down the back of the wine rack, there is a single lone green glass bottle, the label of which has all but rotted away, but the cork is sealed in wax.
Nice. Yeah, he'll pick you up,
Yep.
have a look at it, sort of look towards the light, like,
Yeah, hold it up to like the
Looks good
floorboards. Yeah, it looks it's hard to tell what color it is because of the nature of the glass, but it doesn't look cloudy or anything like that. It looks, you know, pretty clean.
awesome. Yeah, he'll head up, back out the hatch, up to the bar, and be like, hey, so I found this. Like, you see, look, this is what's left of the label. You know, there's almost nothing left. How much for this?
Nick looks at it. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have found that if wherever I don't even recognize it. It must have been here before I bought the place. We don't know you had, eh? Take it.
Hey. You're alright, you are. Hey, Scratch, wait up.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that Bodger's gonna fully overtake her in the drinking stakes, or
Yeah.
the drunkenness stakes, in at least. And he'll hop back over the bar. You probably using the bottle as like his singular stand as he
Yeah.
goes over, and hop next to Scratch. He'll then run back to the bar and be like, "I should probably have a glass with this. I know it's sealed and everything, but
Just gives you the
I'll
glass.
get it myself." Hops up onto the bar,
Yeah.
gets the glass from the barkeep, heads back, and he'll start drinking with Scratch.
Yeah, Scratch doesn't even get a glass. She just drinks from the bottle. She drinks the mead or the liquor with the same cadence as one drinks beer.
Mate, if you'd seen where this was, I would tell you, you'd be getting worse stuff from whatever it was that was on it than from the fucking drink.
What is
I'm
it? Green wine?
I don't know. I'll.
That
And
way
he'll
we-
start get one of his daggers out.
Yeah,
chip
scrape
away
the
at
wax off. Yeah, cut it
Sort of
clean.
jam in,
Pop it open.
get the cork open.
Makes that real satisfying squeaky pop of a cork being wrenched from the neck of a bottle. And yeah, you give a good huff to it. It's definitely rum. It kind of has that like, real sweet note, aged in the bottle for God knows how long, couple hundred years maybe.
You know what? This might be worth something somewhere else, but right now, it's only worth drinking. Cheers.
Cheers.
And he'll pour a bit into the glass.
It's got this like lovely like it's like not quite it's definitely it's nowhere near like a dark rum. It's got this like golden amber hue to it, and it's got this like lovely little honey notes kind of all through it. Very smooth.
Some good shit. I might need to keep some of this for later.
Roger,
Yeah,
he has to go out to find you goat milk on your special request, which he does charge you extra for. He charges you for the goat's milk for a glass of it. He charges you 5 copper. But it is still warm when he comes back of it.
Nice. Look at that.
Oh boy.
I can smell the gold in here. It's lovely. It's fresh.
Little bits of like fat floating on top.
It's
Probably.
all frothy.
Not pasteurized.
There's hair in it.
Mustache. Don't worry about it. It's fine. A little beard, like a little mustache.
Yep. Clings to him. Alice, you have anything to drink or anything? Or
Well, else we'll just have got an ale while
2
while
copper for
Walker
the
was
eel. It's cheaper than the
around.
goat's milk.
Yeah. Cheaper than the goat's milk. Not as fancy as everyone else's beverages, but you know.
We have 2 people drinking hard liquor, 1 person drinking it like beer, a guy with goat's milk, and 1 regular person.
Seems like it's easier to get alcohol than milk around here.
Well, that's
No
because the
one's
alcohol's in the building. The goat's milk I had to go across town to get.
Oh, thank you.
And that's good
Have-
customer
have-
service.
Have you got any more? Just
Okay, it'll be 5 copper. Takes 5 copper from you, and then he'll leave and go across town again to get the goat's milk. Takes the same glass, doesn't clean it. Comes back. There you go. Like if you're happy to pay, he's happy to go get it. It's not.
I mean, happy's a bit of a stretch, but yeah.
He's not happy
Yeah.
to do anything.
He's willing.
Bodger would have probably subconsciously checked for a noose downstairs when he was in the cellar,
Yeah.
just in case.
No sign.
You see like a few practice knots, you're like,
We're good for a couple of days. Those knots are shit.
Whenever you guys spend a couple hours here, but like, the evening comes, some people come like, for a little bit of dinner rush. You see coming in to the main area as well, apart from just the regular like fishers and all that kind of thing. There is a Yeah, so there is coming into the inn. There is a human man, a dwarf woman, and there is who else is with them? At the moment, it's just them. No, there are 4 other humans as well who come in. So there's 5 humans, 1 dwarf who come in. And they kind of sit themselves down at a table. One of the humans goes up to the bar, orders 5 eels, and carries them all over to the table. And they all sit down and have a drink.
do you look at adventurers or do they look like workers or what?
Some of them, the
they look like?
humans look a bit more like... I mean, if you had
Okay,
to
well-
peg them for anything at a glance, they look a bit like, ragtag, maybe adventurers, maybe bandits, mercenaries. Like, it's hard to tell. Definitely not like they're not like guards or anything. They don't like uniform.
Did they have weapons?
Yes, they all have
On them?
weapons. They all carry like scimitars and like a couple have like a couple of crossbows and stuff.
If you're thinking about making friends, I would suggest at least wiping off the milk mustache first.
Oh.
Well,
Well, thank you.
Maybe grabbing an ale so you look like, you know, a regular person.
What do you mean? What's wrong with milk? I'm telling you, you should try this. Once you try it, you're never going back.
People don't drink milk at the bar. Unless it's a milk bar.
Clearly,
I don't know what
a
that
lot
is.
of people. I mean, a lot of people drink milk. Have you ever seen anyone else drink? I see it all the time.
I've
Isn't it
seen
the same
children drinking milk.
The other table, they like finish that first round. One of the other humans gets up and goes to the bar, and as he kind of breaks in the group, you guys get a proper look at him. The rest of them are all in the usual big heavy fur coats, bundles, things like that, even a bit of armor. The one who goes up to the bar, he's just dressed in like a stylish vest, no sleeves,
Man
and
without
wears
a coat.
shorts.
Man without a coat. Remember? They said he was touched. He touched the Frostmaiden.
Oh,
Pardon?
They said he
What?
touched the Frostmaiden and now he doesn't need a coat.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Killer.
Hit. Hitler. What? Just say Hitler.
Killer. Not the Hitler.
Elon! He starts doing a lot of weird gestures with his arms.
Oh god.
wait, the leader of the cult, isn't it?
The killer. The one who was killing the people with the ice.
Oh, shit, yeah.
They said that
That's
he
meant to
touched the
be-
Frostmaiden and now he doesn't need a coat.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that bit there. I'm sorry, is this guy a dwarf though? Because Saphir's a dwarf, isn't he?
There's a dwarf woman, 5 humans. One of the humans is wearing a vest and no cold weather clothing. Which does stand out even here. There's no like, and like, you know, the tavern you're in, like, you're indoors, but like, there's no fire burning because there's not much fuel available, things like that. You know, like, it's always still a bit cold and bitter here, you know? It's always unpleasant, even in, you know, indoors.
Alright. Kick off Tim. Should you go up to the maybe
I mean,
Try
maybe
to.
don't ask him if he's been killing people recently, but sure, strike up a conversation.
don't worry. I go next to the bar, next to him with my mug full of milk. Put on the table. Well, hey friend. You don't look as cold as everyone else here. What's that all about? How can you be here without a coat and, you know, like, sleeveless, pretty much?
Just state of mind, mate.
State of mind. I mean, that doesn't warm anyone up, mate. Trust me. I mean, pretty resistant. To cold, but
you're like a white Dragon Ball. You shouldn't feel the
Exactly,
cold.
yes. If we just not as cold as everyone else. I'm pretty resilient when it comes to cold, but not as resilient as you. And you know, Dragonborn.
I've been around. You know, we travel around.
Oh, you in Wales travels around. Is there companions as well the same as you? You know, wearing
Yeah.
sleeveless tops and stuff.
Oh, you know what else is sleeveless tops. Yeah, it is kind of fucked up, man, how you kind of dress like that, you know. We always just ignore him. He's kind of a weird one. We think he just doesn't make himself look more manly, you know, like to show off his big arms. Alright, you lot, would you fucking simmer down? You only had like 2 ales, you know, talking like you had 4.
It's very strange. That's very strange. I mean, anyway, my name is Bahagor. Who are you fellas?
They all kind of seem to turn into fair to the dwarf. Puts her pint down. He was like, "I'm Torga, and these are my boys. They are paid to look after me."
Nice. Okay. Your name sounds familiar. I think I've heard your name here at some point. Don't you run? Are you the one that run this trading company or something?
Yeah, I've got a caravan, Torgs. You might have heard of us, eh? Why you buy something from me? Look, if it's gone faulty, that's not on me. That's on you.
Oh, perhaps, maybe. What exactly do you sell?
Everything, really.
Okay. Oh, I could try to say, hey, people, so this is Torga. You know, they don't know this big company around. She sells a lot of stuff.
Oh, I think you meant. I think I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
People light on occasion.
And what brings you to Tagos anyway?
Well, you know, we are a traveling, trading caravan. You know that because you've heard
I
of
know.
us, surely.
I mean, I know, but you know, everybody doesn't seem to have much money to spend. To be fair, plus, you know, with all these crazy, you know, murders and sacrifices happening all around. Have you heard about it?
You mean the sacrifices to Oral? I mean, yeah, it's what they've been doing it in some of the bigger settlements for a while now. It's not news.
Yeah, but not even that. No, apparently, there's been some strange murders happening as well, and someone is wearing like this ice weapon. Have you had this? I don't know. Have you heard anything about that? That sounds pretty. I want to say interesting.
How many of them are there?
6.
Can I go up to the bar and buy 7 shots of whatever's cheap?
Sure. That would probably be water.
No, like alcohol.
Oh. Ale. I could do shots of ale if you want.
This is why men shouldn't be
guy
allowed to
knows
run
how to lie.
things. Shots of your cheapest liqueur.
I go around. Yeah, cool.
Hmm.
Sorry. Well, she's
I've
doing
got
that. I'm gonna
honey
go around and
wine.
Scratch would help out Malice. Malice, look, I still got half of this liquor bottle left, so you know.
Give me 7 shot glasses.
That will be half the bottle.
Give
If
me
you do
7
that, that'll be the
shot
bottle. Yep, he put up 7 shot glasses. There you go.
I said, just take that
And a
bottle
cup
take
of
some
water.
glasses to the table.
Gets a cup of water as well.
Malice will go back, put the water down next to Scratch and be like, if in case you want to lengthen it out.
No. You pull it straight.
Got it. She will pour the 7 shots, approach the table of these poor people that Bahagor is tormenting, put them down on the table and be like, sorry about him, he's milk drunk.
Yeah,
I mean, I suppose that makes sense.
sometimes. Anyway, this is my friend Malice.
Malice Severe.
Yeah, and then 2 others over there. There's Scratch and Bodger. A bunch of adventures. You know, always around looking for some adventures. You know, making a little extra cash.
Hey,
And, you are obviously you are Torga, and how about your companions? What are the names? I start looking next up. What's your name there, fella?
you do point
Can I
to.
start going around the table? I'm gonna say where was. So Sefri Caltrum. What race is he again? Is he also dwarf?
He's a
Or
human.
Don't know yet. He's a
Well,
human, okay.
I believe you were told as the human, I believe.
Yeah. I just didn't put this down. So I'm gonna go to someone that's not human. Oh shit, yeah. I'm
There
gonna
are-
go
so-
to the first one I see.
So there are 5 humans and 1
Okay,
dwarf.
So yes. Okay, so just go around the table. I'll go to the one, like I don't know, like next to her, to the left.
Yeah.
So are you a friend? What's your name there?
I'm Ob.
Orb. Oh,
Orb?
strong name.
Ob. With an H.
That's a
Bob?
Ob, yeah.
that's a very strong name. Powerful. Yes, and you there, fella, and the guy next to you. Just go around the table.
Yeah, that's Midge.
Mitch,
Rolf,
yeah.
Harris,
Rolf, oh.
and that's
Okay.
Sefik.
Sefric over there.
Sefik, yeah.
Sefric.
Hob, Midge, Rolf, Harris, and Sefik.
Rolf Harris.
Yeah.
Rolf Harris.
It's weird for them together.
Sefric.
Boo.
Sefric. Oh, okay.
He's the real villain.
There is a guy who walks around the park who looks exactly like Rolf Harris, and I just wonder, like, why he kept that look, like, after everything came out, you know?
Is Kaz in the loop on this joke?
Do you know who Rolf Harris is?
No.
He was a
Rolf Harris
beloved
is a-
children's presenter, and now he's a pedophile. Well, he was a pedophile before.
He was always a pedophile.
He was always a pedophile, but we didn't know about it. And now we
One
do.
of-
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Jesus, well,
He moved
back.
away and then quietly died in Australia, but it was a big thing.
Fair enough.
come back.
Felt the context was missing there.
It's not that interesting a story. Was beloved, turned out to be a nonce. We all know the tale.
So, Anna, sorry. So the guy I'm looking for, is this? I could have written his name wrong. But is it
Sefik.
Sefri or is it Sefik? So that's the
Sefik.
guy I'm looking for, right?
Sephek.
That is the man you are looking for.
He's not gonna get it
Sefik.
right.
I put Sefric for some reason.
He's been calling Gareth like all day.
Correct.
I know,
He's not
yeah.
gonna
I
get
better
it.
be
Garrett has been
that man.
politely not correcting him.
No, don't do
Sefric.
that.
Okay, Sefric. Oh, damn, Sefric. Okay. You guys got some strong names. Very, very different names. Okay. Have you guys heard of anything? It's obviously been traveling around. Have you heard of any jobs around? Obviously, we always look for to make some extra cash. Or maybe
Roll me a
can
d20.
help you out or something. Oh, D20. Or maybe we can, maybe you have a job for us to do or something. F4.
Hob says, "Oh yeah, there's this old black cabin, just north of Lonelywood. It's been there forever. No one even knows who built it, but a lot of folks had a bad feeling about it. Some people say it's haunted, but there's a gnome just in the next time over in Bryn Shander who claims magical experiments being performed there. The gnome's name is Copper. If you go to the House of the Morning Lord and ask for him, I bet he'd be interested in know what's going on out there. I was going to take it up, but Torgear offers a better rate."
Do you know how much he's offering? If someone goes and checks it out, what's the gold in it?
I can't remember, man. It was money at the time, but I'm going back a couple of months here now. He might not even be interested anymore, but he was back then.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds good. Okay, all right, folks. Let's have a quick shot here, and then it was a pleasure meeting you. Thanks so much for the hint.
Yeah, thanks for the shot. They all throw it back.
Oh, and then just go back to the party. Call somewhere. And oh yeah. So that's the fella what they've been asking for. The potential suspect to be killing people.
So we want to tail him or kill him?
I mean,
or...
they just ask us to bring some information about him. We don't have to do anything. Just let them know where he is.
I wouldn't say letting a killer on the loose is a good idea. I would say we deal with him. I can tail him as an
Oh,
animal.
okay. Just tell them his Targosh. Where did you pick up this quest again? What town was this?
Lonelywood.
Only in the wood.
I mean, you could tail him just as like an owl.
You recall that the
Owls aren't
she wanted you
suspicious.
to,
Wrap him up.
Just give the information, no? I'll go 1 second. I'm just gonna go back to the tip quickly. I'll say, oh, sorry, just one more thing. In case you want to buy something from you, whatever. How long were you staying in town for?
couple of days, I think. Isn't that the plan, Toga? We'll be here probably for about 3-4 days, and then we're moving on, heading up towards Lonelywood.
Oh, so going to Lonelywood, are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just came from Bremen. They've got some problems over there with something in the water, I don't know. But wasn't many people buying, so moved off.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, all right. Thanks so much. If you need anything, we'll come and find you. Are you staying in here as well, or where are you staying?
Aye, we're planning on renting
Luskin
rooms.
Arms?
Yeah, we were planning on renting rooms here, aye, for the next couple of days.
Okay, good. Sounds good. Okay, sorry if I need anything, I'll come and get you. Thank you so much.
If you're looking to buy anything, we'll have the wagon pitched up probably just over near Triglio, which is on the west side of town. There's a nice wee square there.
Cool.
Thanks for the drink.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for the chat. Right, and I tell them chat to you. I'll tell that to the party as well.
The exact thing that Lil Trollbean told you was, I'll pay 100 gold pieces to apprehend Sefik Caltro, ascertain his guilt, and deal with him if necessary, preferably without involving the authorities. When the job is done, you can return to me to collect your money.
Oh, first I just bring information about Sefri.
Just grab him and prove he's guilty.
Ascertain his guilt and then deal with him if necessary. So that's her suspicion. So she might be wrong. This man might be completely innocent. But regardless of the outcome, so yeah, if he is innocent and you ascertain that and then go to her like he's innocent, then she'll pay you anyway because like you've done the job, you know. So yes, I guess if he is definitely innocent, then yes, just gather information would be appropriate. But if you believe he isn't, then she'd want you to deal with him appropriately, or you could just swindle her.
There's a spell I can cast. Not right now, I'd have to sleep on it. Well, pray on it.
It is evening now, by the way, you guys have got killed. It's probably like 8 o'clock at night.
But it means anyone who steps in there can't tell a direct lie?
Oh.
Oh, it's not a truth. Is it? Yeah.
That's very good.
Do they have to answer questions?
No, you can't force them to speak or anything. And sometimes people can kind of get past it, but they can't deliberately lie. They can kind of talk around it, or...
Would they know this spell is being casted if you cast around them?
I think so.
It's fairly obvious.
Yeah. It's
normally used in a lot of big cities by like clerics and stuff to determine someone's guilt, like in a courtroom setting and things like that. Like, do you know the whole like what we have here, where it's like, I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? It's like you just know the truth to witness, and then the witness tells you exactly what it is.
It's pretty obvious. They made me get in one when I first joined.
Malice, you can make me a Arcana check.
Check my Arcanas. 9.
Yeah. Nah. No help from me.
Also, do you know if the person is telling the truth, like if they are under the influence of the spell?
I know if the spell worked or not.
Yeah.
In that case, well, I would say I'm happy to look around to tail him and jump him somewhere, force him into the spell.
I mean, they did say
Scratches over here like, we have ways of making you talk.
Yeah.
I mean, they said they're...
Alternatively, and Malice will just gesture to her mace again.
Yeah, well, they did say the caravan is in a place called Triggly
Trigglypuff.
Just west of here. Maybe we could pop down there and see if we can find anything that can incriminate this fella.
Yeah. Maybe we could send in a sneaky little weasel to poke around.
Perhaps.
Yeah. If only we knew a weasel.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Scratch.
I know.
That's what I was...
Weasel. you know Weasel.
Yeah, I catch her snowdrift,
You gotta...
Malice rolls her eye. I only got one of them to roll, but she rolls it hard enough that it could be 2 eyes.
I would say we should go get some good rest.
Okay. Just quick one. So I said this quick mission, this quick quest they told me. So it's called Old Black Cabin, and where is it? Sorry, is it
it's northeast of Lonelywood, along the river. But they said that if you want to go, that there's a gnome in Bryn Shander in the house of the Morning Lord called Copper, who seemed to think that someone was doing experiments there, and he was like looking for someone to go investigate. But you could always go investigate first and then go find him and do the old. I see you already had this item. And immediately hand in the reward, quest.
I'm looking for the golden claw. You mean the golden claw that's in my backpack right now? That I'm immediately going to steal back from you the second I place it down on the
So
table.
good to see the claw back at its rightful place.
My
pocket.
Although my favorite part about that was just the guy who's like, "Let me down, I won't betray you," and then he immediately betrays you and then dies before he reaches the second room.
I mean, I say if it seems like they're all here now, we know where they are, so maybe we should go and try to find his little caravan quickly before they return. Maybe we could go now.
Maybe.
What do you say?
Sure. Fine by me.
Sure. You guys are kind of planning on slipping out and going to investigate the caravan?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, before you slip out and do that, let's have a little break for the final hour. And we're...
looking past the green screen. Like,
Disappears sometimes. We're back. All right, so you guys leave the Luskan Arms, side by side. You see that where you guys have pitched up your sled, there is another sled next to it. This sled is a bit bigger than yours. It has it's probably similar in size. It has 6 dogs as well. You're all tied up to it. And there are actually 3 heavy laden dog sleds as well. Each one is pulled by 6 dogs, so she's got a good little troop of dogs here as well. For each one of them, there's a flag bearing an emblem on each, which is a gold wolf's paw on a black field. And yeah, are you
Could ask the dogs if they've seen anything.
Shout. Scratch. Do you wanna have a chat with the dogs there?
Sure, I'll see what I can do. And she'll cast Speak with Animals.
Sure?
It's like, hello, to the dogs.
hello. Hey, how's it going? Hey, people. Hey.
Juno looks really insulted about that.
What can you tell me about your masters? The people who ride the sled.
Oh, Master Torga's so good. She really nice lady. She gives us lots of treats, lots of food. Takes us lots of cool places. Oh, and we get to run.
And how about the other ones?
They're fine. They are nice sometimes. Not as nice as Master Torga though. She's very, very nice. Some of them smell funny, but some people smell funny. That's just what people smell like.
And do some of them act, badly to you? Strange?
Not to us. No. Not to me. No, not to us. No.
Okay, thank you. And she just turned around like, nothing to see here.
I'm gonna sniff this other dog's butt, and you see one of them starts sniffing Bella's butt.
So they didn't say anything about any of them killing anyone?
No, it's like she like
murdering, sacrificing.
A murderer.
Do you ask the dogs?
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check.
I'll use guidance. They don't know what guidance is. That's a 16 plus a d4.
One of them does smell like meat sometimes, if that's what you mean.
And which one smells like meat?
Oh, the one who likes to roll around the snow with us sometimes.
And how does he look like?
He's tall. He has black hair, a horsey tail on his hair. No beard. Boots.
Yeah, she would tell this to the party.
Yep. They seem to be describing Zevok.
Cool.
That's the guy, right? That we are thinking of, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Smells like meat sometimes. Let's go check out that caravan. And while they're walking there, Scratch will just transform into a weasel and scurry up Malice on her shoulder.
Yeah, Malice is a weasel.
I'm not a weasel.
And you're going to investigate. The caravan is these 3 sleds that the dogs roll next to, so.
Oh shit, I thought they had something more.
So it's 3 heavily laden dog sleds. All full of provisions and supplies. And things for sale. But it's all closed off because they're closed at night.
Yeah, to prevent the rest of the party looking too suspicious, Scratch just climb in as a weasel and try to rifle through it if she could.
Sure, make a stealth check.
She probably told the party to move away a bit so it doesn't look too suspicious. I'll Give me a moment, I'll have to find my stat block of a weasel. There we go. The weasel. Are you proficient? You are not. That go? No, actually, she is proficient in stuff as a weasel. That'll be a d20 plus 5. 13.
13. Give me 1 second here. So you scurry out across the ground, trying to through the snow towards the sleds, and you try to squeeze up inside one of these little canvases. And as you do so, the rest of you, Scratch said they sent you guys away to not look suspicious. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
How far are you going? Just across the road? Round the corner? What's the plan?
I'd say probably just, as you said, to not be suspicious.
You could go right out, you're right on the dock front here. You could go right out on one of the the little harbors or on the pier.
Yeah, go there.
Clearly within line of sight, but not necessarily.
We'll see if
so
anything
close.
kicks off.
Sure. So Scratch, you leave them at the harbor, then scurry your way back. Scratch, you those more keen-eyed of you. Scratch climbs up on the one of the sleds and begins try to squeeze it on the burlap, get a good look. And one of the dogs starts freaking out. And Scratch, speak of animals is still up, lasting 10 minutes. They start saying, squirrel, 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 oh my god, the fucking squirrel, rip that shit apart. And then all the dogs are going fucking ballistic, making a real racket. One of the dogs is going to try to bite you because they think you are a little prey animal and they are, hungry. Little champy champ. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Sure. You take 4 piercing damage, and I need to make a strength saving throw to avoid being knocked prone.
What's the fucking strength for weasel? Not too bad. Oh, yeah. That will be 11.
Okay. You are not knocked prone, but you have had a big bite taken out of you. You're
Well, not really, because she has temporary hit points, so it would basically just
well, your squirrelish form has had a bite taken out of it, effectively.
Yeah. Fair. And then she tried to, basically get inside before anybody walks out.
Yep, you're able to get on the after that, only one of them gets to get a good bite on you before you get lost into the burlap, and then the dogs start freaking out, jumping up, paws on the thing, but they're also tied up, so they're a bit limited in their movement. So roll me a d6 to see which of the 3 sleds you get into.
4.
Okay, so this one, you can start searching around for anything. You can make me a little investigation check if you want, try to see what you can find.
Cool, I'll use guidance.
Okay, it's hard to find much in here, even with an 8. But you find that the majority of this sled is full of cut wood, flint and tinder, and flasks of wheel oil. There's a few blankets and furs as well in here that you kind of managed to find. While Scratch is in there, the dogs are freaking out. Are the rest of you doing anything?
I think I would trust Scratch to get out of there. I think until she pops back into Scratch form, I'm going to stay out of it.
Sure. You all would then see the door of the tavern open, and all 6 of the individuals you met earlier come out to the sound of the dogs barking and making a racket. They immediately draw weapons and begin moving towards the sleds, looking around.
you hear Torg yell quite loudly, like, if there's a fucking thief going through my shit, show them what we do to fucking thieves. Take everyone their fingers and throw them across the ice. And they begin fanning out looking for a would-be thief.
Well, they're probably not looking for a weasel.
Maybe we could just lie to them and say we saw someone messing around in the run that way.
Stefik, see if anything's been taken. She says, and they all begin looking around, searching. She goes up to one of the 3 wagons and throws back one of the sheets. She pulls a bottle from it, and she drinks it.
Cool. Scratch will try and hide inside, so if they try and search for anything, if once anything's missing, she'll just try and hide in between the objects.
Yep. Just do me another stealth check to hide again, then.
That'll be a 23.
Oh, that's very good. You slip in and get yourself buried right enough the wood pile, out of sight. Just stop moving and hope you can't be seen. You see that she starts stroking one of the dogs and trying to calm them down a little bit, and she begins speaking. And Scratch, the dogs begin, you can still hear them, and the dogs say to her, "Oh, there was a little squirrel and it went into that one over there. We want that squirrel."
Speaking of fucking animals.
And she goes "Boys, nothing to be worried about. It's just some little fucking rodent or something scurrying there that's got the dogs all riled up. Find it, kill it, and then let's go back and have a drink. Have the dogs keep us up all night. Good boys, good girls. Good job waking us up. That was very good to, get our attention." Oh, it was so good. She gives them all treats. And then all 5 band of the band here begin going around apart from her, who's busy with the dogs. They take the full covering off, and they're going to be actively searching now for that one.
I think Bahago is gonna go turn around to Manus and Bodger. It's I think Scratch is big trouble there. I think we just go out there and face them and just tell them what we need to know anyway. Save Scratch, and then just tell them that listen to this suffering. Are you a killer? Or what is this all about? They can ask them some questions, and then if they attack us, we just kill them all.
Looks like whatever it is gone, Torg. Yeah, I can't see anything here. If there's any rats, pretty scared off by all the noise. Fucking useless. Alright, bundle all back down again. Okay, everyone be quiet. I can only make a racket if someone starts poking around our shit. And if you want to act, you can act now, or you can wait it out and see what happens.
What do you both say?
Hold it. I trust Scratch.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, it's been in worse positions before, so...
Plus, if we go in there and start starting shit, if they find our shit's gonna start anyway.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you head back, or you hold back, sorry. After a bit of time, they finish tying off the stack again, nice and tight. And then they begin to all head back inside. After about 5 minutes, the whole palaver quietens down.
After this Scratch, we just wait, and then she tries to sneak into the other 2.
Sure, I'll have a stealth check then, kind of going from 1 to 1. Dogs have a passive perception of 18, because they are now all actively aware that there's something that they ought to scent on if something is in the area.
Do I have that pass out trace? I don't think so. She'll cast guidance on herself.
Just because there's 18 dogs, I feel like, they can definitely help each other here.
Wait, I'll double check if I'm not tripping. Yeah, I can cast... No, what? Okay, and she'll just try and sneak past there.
Sure, go for it.
20, yeah, no. 14, as soon as she realizes the dogs have spotted her, she'll scurry off from the...
One dog, the dog who does spot you, will get an opportunity as you run away. 21 for 8 piercing damage. I need another strength saving throw.
Yep, strength saving throw. That'll be a 4.
Okay, you fall prone. The dogs once again start going apeshit, barking and howling. I think it's fair to say that you will be able to scurry away, but I think because you get knocked prone, it's fair to say that I'm gonna let 1d4 dogs get a little snack towards you as you run, because they're still tied up. So as long as you can get away from them, it doesn't matter. So not all 18. Oh fuck. Okay, 4 of them are gonna have to try their luck.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say it'd be a flat roll though, because it's all kind of happening at once. So you're kind of initially not prone, but that's why they can get close enough, because then as you run away, they then try to bite you again. So 23, 15, 12, and a 16. Or 5, 4, 6, and 6 respectively.
So I shall take 5 more damage.
Sure.
Cool.
Even if you got knocked prone again, it wouldn't really matter, because those are the only ones who could reach you. But yeah, the dogs go apeshit again. Everyone comes barreling. They come barreling out once again. Start looking around immediately. 6 of them. I will just let some of them roll advantage. Cool. One of them sees something scurrying through the snow, levels a crossbow, and fires. Misses. It kicks up some snow as you scurry away. Where are you going, Scratch?
No, she'd go away from the party. She'd regroup with them later.
Did you get it?
Oh, I think I missed.
Fuck's sake, you're shit shot anyway. Don't know why you carry that thing.
You scurry off. But yeah, you think that they're, especially where Torg then literally says, "Right, you two stay out here for the next hour. We'll take turns and we'll keep a watch, because clearly someone's fucking with our shit. Maybe some kind of druid or something."
No.
No.
And as Scratch scurries away from the party, that is probably as good a place as any to stop for the evening. So thank you so much for joining us, and bye-zy-byes. And we're clear.